from out of nothing. Michael Owen knew what he wanted to do and he went out and did it.
Character, desire, passion, leader, he had everything. Louis could come up with a bit of magic at any point.
Oh dear, McDermott. What a strike! Oh! McDermott has done it again! Another magnificent goal!
Liverpool, 1st of September 1892. The beginning of the football season. Everyone's at the newly built Goodison Park, but one man is notably absent. Today, John Holding, Anfield landlord, brewer, businessman, and now ex-president of Everton FC, puts his reputation on the line. In a local house, in a makeshift changing room, his new team prepares. Assembled in weeks, they are Holding's greatest gamble. Liverpool Football Club, defiant in blue and white, takes to the pitch for the first time, with not even 100 people watching. Liverpool choose to attack the Anfield Road end. Holding ceremoniously kicks off, and he's barely left the pitch when Loudmouth Miller scores the club's first ever goal. No one expected that, but this is a team of Scotsmen chosen for their mastery of the ball. Captain Andy Hanna, former Everton skipper and master tactician, marshals his men. James McBride, tiny but nimble, is a Blair at right back. Funny man Malky McVean dances across centre field. Duncan, the Wall McLean, stops Rotherham Town dead. The team of Max thunders to a 7-1 victory. Holding's boldest venture is paying off beautifully. And the rest, well, it's history.
Live women's football for you on LFC TV tonight, and it's a team that's flying, unbeaten in 10, top of the league with ambitions firmly fixed on promotion back to the WSL again. They are in the groove, so can they carry that over in the Conti Cup tonight? They're at Prenton Park. It's a Northwest derby too for Matt Beard and his players. Round 3 of the group stage of this year's F8 Women's Continental Tyres League Cup. Blackburn Rovers ladies are the visitors for this 7 p.m. kickoff, and it's live here on LFC TV, Go, and our social media channels. And a very warm welcome from a very chilly Prenton Park tonight. Looking forward to this one in the company of Gemma Bonner, who's back on British soil again, and Ellie Fletcher, former Liverpool and Blackburn defender as well. Gemma Bonner, of course, has experienced what it feels like to lift that WSL title 2 times over. But first and foremost, welcome home. How's it feel to be back?
Thank you. It's great to be back. It was a bit emotional coming back in. Obviously, I've just arrived back into the country, but so happy to be back and looking forward to watching the girls tonight put on what I'm hoping is a brilliant performance to follow up what they have done this season.
Tell us a little bit about your adventure then, because it was via Man City. You're now in Kentucky, racing Louisville. It's a brand new team, and I wonder if they've done really well in that first season. Yeah,
it's been exciting. It's been a challenge for me, but I've really enjoyed every single minute of it. I think it's very different over there, and for me the culture is obviously massively different, and it's something that I'm really trying to embrace, both from the football side and the living side as well. So for me it was a big move, a bit of the unexpected, but I have to say I'm loving every minute of it.
Yeah, it's a leap of faith, all right, isn't it? And people might look at it and say, well, a player at the very top of a game in the Premier League going to America, but in the women's game it's very different. That is almost to enrich your experience of the women's game over there, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I've been in England for a long time, and I'd always probably wanted the opportunity to play abroad, and it was very unexpected the time that it came about, but for me it was an opportunity that I couldn't turn down, and you're playing in one of the best leagues in the world against the best players in the world. So for me, that's what I want to be up against as a player every week, and it's something that it's a difficult challenge, but it's one that I'm really relishing.
Yeah, and we're relishing having you here with us tonight. Ellie Fletcher, your former teammate, they were saying hello to each other just before, played for both of these teams. Last time you were on, waxing lyrical about the front three of Liverpool, and they've just gone from strength to strength since then, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. They've been absolutely fantastic. We talked about it, the way that Matt's got them playing, just combining with each other, creating loads and loads of chances and scoring loads of goals. As we said, Leanne Kiernan's been on fire recently, and it's credit to her. She's been scoring lots of goals. She's creating loads of opportunities for others as well, and she's been seeing the rewards. She's got the Player of the Month, both Liverpool and the Championship, so she's on fire, and the whole team's just really gelled well, and they're playing really well.
It's funny, isn't it, that we've talked about strikers so much over the years for great Liverpool teams. I'm probably asking the wrong players here and two defenders, but what does it give you when you have that goal threat in the team?
As a defender, you know, you hate playing up against strikers that are ready. As soon as the ball breaks, they're there. And I think for Liverpool, they've definitely got that. They've got the likes of Mel Lawley, Leanne Kiernan, like we've mentioned. And I think what really excites me is the formation that they've been playing, and they've got the strong players in the right areas of the pitch, the high up, the creative players, and they're really creating the chances. And obviously you're going to score a lot of goals the more chances that you create. And for me, I really like the way that Matt's got them playing, using the three at the back and three up top with your wide service. I think we played that back when we won the title, so hopefully that's a good omen for them as well.
What does that give you then from kind of a defensive point of view? Because people again might look at it and say, why are they playing five at the back, but you've got two full-backs that love to bomb on?
Yeah, I think it can work both ways in terms you can have three at the back, which leaves you more exposed, or you can end up as a five at the back. So it's how you work it, and it's almost a bit of cat and mouse with the opposition. And if you get your wide players high, you can make them defend you. And I think ultimately you look at the goals where Liverpool have scored from at the weekend, it's come from getting both wide players high and crosses into the box, and the other wide players have got on the end of them. So for me, it's an exciting formation. It can be a risk versus reward depending on how brave you are. So, and it seems to be working well for Liverpool.
You look at the league table, certainly how it shaped up last season, Ellie. Liverpool were something like 20 goals short of what the winning side in Leicester went up with, so it's really important that they score more goals this year, isn't it?
Yeah, absolutely. And I think we've seen in recent years the league goes down to the finest margins, and it's really important that Liverpool get their goals up, because it may well go down to goal difference. And I think as well, obviously, if you're scoring goals, it gives you half a chance of winning the game. You know, it takes the pressure off the defenders. So yeah, it's really important to be scoring all these goals.
Here he is. He's been wandering over to see us a little bit earlier on. He's been keen to say his former captain here as well, Gemma Bonner, tonight. They'll catch up a bit later, I'm sure. He's also been catching up with Steve Hunter with a preview to this game tonight.
Beatty back in cup action today with a nice feeling coming into this, sitting on the top of the league.
Yeah, it's obviously another tough test. Blackburn are a good side. But no, we're looking forward to it. We're going to rotate the team again tonight. We need obviously keep everyone fresh, because the turnaround is quite quick with Sunderland on Saturday, and then there's another international break. So we just need I think we've managed the team really well over the last 3 weeks. Everyone's had their part to play, and I'm excited to see the players coming back in again to see how they perform.
And a couple of newish players, if you like, that most of the fans watching our broadcast tonight might not have seen. And on loan goalkeeper Katie Startup and Hannah Silcock, who both made their debuts in this competition at Sheffield United.
Yeah. Hannah's a fantastic talent, just turned 17. When she played against Sheffield United, she was dealing with Courtney Sweetman-Kirk, and Courtney is an experienced player, and I felt on the night Hannah was excellent and dealt with her really, really well. Obviously Katie come in pre-season, she's been patient, she's done really well. Obviously Riley's injury has allowed her to get game time now, and I thought she was excellent against Sheffield United. She was really brave in certain situations, but as I say, it's a great opportunity for players to play. It gives me an opportunity to keep everyone match fit, and as I said, we've been picking teams to suit the opponents that we've been playing, and so far that's worked for us.
You've always said success this season is going to be built on this good squad that you've assembled during the close season, and that's so important in these cup games, isn't it? Because you've got a massive league game again on Saturday night coming up, a long trip again down to Sunderland, so it's good for players who need matches to get vital minutes tonight.
Yeah, no, it is, and the fact is that we've had 3 international windows thrown in this busy schedule as well, so it's not just, you know, we've got to think about the players domestically, we've also got to make sure that, you know, when they go away that they're fresh to go away. And you know, this competition has enabled me to rotate the team. It's enabled me to get players to get minutes under their belt, and I think if you look at Raza as an example, you know, she's taken a confidence in the Aston Villa game, then going away with the national team, and she's taken a chance with Charlotte's injury. So you know, rotating the team has really helped. Everyone, and I said from day one, will have a part to play throughout the season, whether it's the league campaign, the cup campaigns. We need to utilise the squad, you know, but we're looking forward to getting this international window out the way, and then there's a bit of a breather on international football for a few months beyond that.
Really good luck tonight.
Cheers, thank you.
Yeah, well, it's a great position to be in, isn't it, with the kind of run that they're on, that he can give players a chance. Only 2 survivors, by the way, from that win at the weekend, so let's just confirm that Liverpool team for you. You will see at the heart of the defence, big night, isn't it, for Hannah Silcock, just 17 years of age, but great experience alongside her. The 2 fullbacks that we talked about before with big jobs tonight, and Jana Daniels and young Lucy Parry. And then such a big night for the midfield. Best friends off the pitch. Big night for Missy Bo-Kearns on it. And Georgia Walters entrusted with the goals, we hope, tonight as well. A very strong substitutes bench, and they will all be desperate to get some of the action tonight, despite that quick turnaround. What a big night for Missy Bo-Kearns. Have you been there? You've worn the armband for Liverpool as a Liverpool fan like you are. That must be a massive thing for her.
It is. It's a massive honour just to wear the captain's armband for the club that you support. I mean, I loved it. I was so proud to wear it. And for Missy, I've seen her come through the youth age group. She's been at the club since day one. She's a huge scouser, huge fan, and I know it'll mean everything for her, and I'm sure she's fully deserved it in the performances that she's put on so far this season, and she'll be loving every single minute of that tonight, and I'm sure she'll go out and lead from the front, lead by example. She loves to make a difference in the game, and you know, she'll really want to make an impact in whether it's a tackle, whether it's the set piece delivery, or the balls that she can play and the chances that she can create. So I'm sure that'll give her an extra incentive tonight to put on a brilliant performance.
Yeah, we're going to hear from her shortly. Georgia Walters, who you know very well, you played with her at Blackburn. She's got a tough act to follow in the goals of Leanne Keenan, but when you are playing backup, you're desperate to prove that you're there just in case you do get that opportunity.
Yeah, exactly. That's what she'll be wanting to do tonight. You know, she's probably been knocking at Matt's door to get that opportunity, and tonight's the perfect night. She's playing against her old club, so again, that's extra fire in her belly to kind of prove to the manager as to why she should still be at Blackburn. But she's been given a great opportunity at Liverpool to show what she can do. Do you know, we talked about her last time. She's got a great strike on her. She's got a really good vision for pass, and she can bring other players in. So she'll be one to watch out for tonight, and I'm really looking forward to seeing how she plays.
How is she different then to maybe a Keenan then? What can Liverpool do to play to her strengths tonight?
I think her strength is just holding the ball up. I think she's got a really big stature, and that's something that Leanne Keenan doesn't do. She kind of likes the balls in behind, but G can bring it down, bring other players into play for the likes of Missy Bo to have a strike from range. So that's what she'll be looking to do tonight.
OK, plenty more to come in the lead up to kick-off tonight. We do have live football for you. Liverpool taking on Blackburn. Missy Bo-Kearns is captain of Liverpool tonight. You can see what it means to her. She's going to be speaking to Steve Hunter shortly, just ahead of this one.
What yes, bro? You got him.
It's a rat! It's a rat! It's a rat!
You got pound? You got pound for a trolley?
Yeah.
Can you help me with it?
Yeah. Brand new FIFA.
Look at this. Can we just get this on camera, please?
It's Scouse, that's it.
I think I need better opponents. This is where a little goal of mine just tickled the net.
It's just the best feeling ever when you get into the ground and when you score. It's just brilliant.
Go! Lee, you are the best.
Yeah! The legend, one of a kind. I love the man.
Anybody got any ideas?
I'm thinking Star Wars, but with coconut.
Yes, what's going on here?
How are we?
See you guys.
And welcome back to Prenton Park. It's Liverpool taking on Blackburn Rovers here tonight. Liverpool top of the league, hoping for promotion into the WSL, but it takes a bit of a break, that one tonight. Pressure off perhaps, but they are looking for that vital momentum, and Liverpool fans are really looking forward to seeing some live action. International break is over for another 4 months. Liverpool's team, by the way, much change from the side that played at the weekend as well. Just 2 survivors from the big win over Durham in the form of Jana Daniels and Raza Roberts. Big nights for youngsters. Hannah Silcock, who will sit in the heart of that Liverpool defence as part of the back three. Lucy Parry as well. Missy Bo-Kearns captaining the Liverpool team, and Georgia Walters entrusted with the goals, we hope, tonight as well. A quick look at Blackburn's team. We'll be taking a look through this a little bit later on, but Mia Parry, who you'll see amongst the Blackburn number there tonight, is the sister of Lucy Parry. That might be interesting in a 50-50 at some point here tonight as well. So yeah, we'll take a look at that in a bit more detail as we go through this evening. Plenty of changes for both sides from the 22 that lined up in the Championship just 10 days ago. That ended up goalless, but we're not overly sure that it should have ended that way. Let's take a look at what happened in that game.
Leanne Robe, a model of consistency at the back for Liverpool. Might fall for Kiernan, first time. Well, Leanne Kiernan with a shoot on sight policy that has served her well. Mel Lawley, chance to tease Blackburn again, ghosting past the defence. Oh, and Kiernan couldn't quite put the ball in the back of the net after brilliance from Melissa Lawley. Here's Kiernan, Jana Daniels surely, Bo-Kearns, an unbelievable save by Alex Brooks. What a chance for Jana Daniels this is, and Missy Bo-Kearns, great save. It's all Liverpool this game, but can they find that opening? Hines, great cross. Oh, and the flick header from the substitute, Michaela Moore. Didn't miss by much. Moore. He's done really well since coming on at right wing back. Great ball, Kiernan! Opportunity! Has that crossed the line? It looks like that's well over. No! The officials say no goal. Oh, that is controversial. Look at Matt Beard there. He cannot believe it. Let's have a look at it again. To me, this looks over by Kiernan. That's over, isn't it? That is well over the line. Here's Melissa Lawley. Can she win it? Mel Lawley! Oh, so close. That's a brilliant ball by Leanne Robe. Michaela Moore. Great cross, Hodgson! Oh, Ashley Hodgson. Is that the last chance, I wonder? It's just been one of those days.
It tends to be that way, doesn't it? Whenever Liverpool play Blackburn, are they a bit of a bogey team, Ellie, for the Reds?
Yeah, I mean, when I was at Blackburn, I think we just ground out results, and I think every single result in the last couple of meetings has been a draw. So I'm sure Liverpool will be looking to rectify that this evening. But Blackburn, they just tend to camp out in their own half, and it makes it so difficult for Liverpool to break them down. Blackburn have got two huge centre halves. The full-backs are really athletic, and it does make it difficult to be able to play those through balls like Liverpool like playing. And Alex Brooks in goal, she's been fantastic for them the last couple of meetings. So I think if Liverpool have played the way that they have been playing, I mean, the last meeting, it didn't go the way that they planned, but they created so many chances to be able to win that game, and I think they need to take that confidence into this game. Regardless of the result, I think if they play the way they did, I'm sure they'll get the 3 points tonight.
Let's take a look at the goal that wasn't. Of course, no goal line technology at grounds like Tranmere's, but what do you think, Jem? Was it in?
That's in for me. I'm a bit disappointed that she's already run off and celebrated and already at the corner flag before the referee's done anything, but for me, she's unlucky for that not to be awarded as a goal. She's getting in the right positions, and like Ellie's just said, the amount of chances that they created in this game, we know we should have come away with the win, and I think that's one thing that they'll be looking to be ruthless tonight with what they create.
Typical centre-back's comment, that wasn't it? Criticising the striker for celebrating too early. Matt Beard was halfway down the pitch as well by the end of it. Let's hear a word tonight from skipper for the evening, Missy Bo-Kearns. She's been speaking to Steve Hunter.
Missy Bo, a real proud night for you. I know in our last cup game we saw you take the armband, but you're going to lead the team out tonight. What does that mean to you?
I think growing up it's something that I've always dreamed of, and being Liverpool's captain, my idol was Steven Gerrard. That's what his role was, so I think I'm doing what I've always wanted to do, and it's a big honour and a privilege. I'm looking forward to it, and I'm ready to rise to the occasion.
And it shows the faith that Beardy has in you, doesn't it?
Yeah, I feel like it's hard to explain. When he told me, it's just like shocked. Like, I couldn't believe it.
It's crazy in many ways, isn't it? Like, we only played Blackburn a couple of weeks ago. We had numerous opportunities that night, just couldn't score, so you'd be hoping to try and get the win tonight. Yeah, we're here to win. We're here to win every game, and after the performance last time, we thought we deserved the win. They made it hard for us to score, so hopefully what we've been working on since that game will break them down this time and we'll get the win. Just tell us about the overall mood in the squad, because it must be everyone must be flying in there after Sunday's result, going top of the league. Yeah, I think we're all still humble. It's still a long season. It's not even Christmas yet, but it's a positive start to where we want to be, top of the league. But that's where we want to stay now until the end of the season. There might be ups and downs during that, but everyone's mood's in the right place. Everyone's here, ready to win every game. We're all on the same page, and it's great. And we've got a home debut tonight for the youngster Hannah Silcock, who made a debut at Sheffield United in the last cup game. Obviously, as the captain, will you be having a few words with her ahead of the game? Yeah, young Hannah, I call her Virgil, young Virgil. She's been brilliant. She deserves the opportunity. She's so calm and composed on the ball, and her size and stuff, she uses it well. And I'm made up to see her get the opportunity. I'm sure she'll do great. Bro, thanks so much. Good luck tonight. No worries. Thank you. Nice one. Thanks so much.
She was dodging the sprinkler there a few minutes ago, and big pressure, isn't it, for the young kid being compared to the best defender in world football at the moment as well. Just a word on Missy. We know about what it means to where the captaincy is concerned. For it to stay in this team now in the league games, is that just a matter of consistency that you'd be looking for?
Yeah, I think it is. I think, you know, when I was at Liverpool, she was starting to train with us, so she's been in and around the first team environment for a while, and she knows what it takes to be a professional, and I'm sure she's got a wise head on her for such a young player, and it's something that she'll need to lead out there tonight with. But tonight's an opportunity for her, and she'll be one of the most experienced players out on the field, especially with the young players that she's got around her, and it'll be a test for her. But I'm sure she'll come out and she'll show her true colours, and she'll really lead by example. But I think this can be a big game for her tonight in terms of really cementing her place and ultimately having an impact on the team and showing how effective she can be, so that she's difficult to replace and is someone that you can't take out of the team.
And briefly, Ellie, momentum is key, isn't it? That's what they'll be looking for, Liverpool, tonight.
Yeah, absolutely. They'll want to win tonight. They need to take that form into the league. They've got some really important games coming up in the league just before Christmas, so it's important that they stay on a winning streak. They get the 3 points tonight and they stay high on confidence.
Looking forward to it. Gemma Bonner is going to join Steve Hunter for commentary on this one tonight. You've got time to put the kettle on as well. You are in the right place. Stay warm. We'll bring you all of this game after this short break.
Through the good and the bad, we've always had hope in our hearts. Our togetherness is what drives us. Never afraid of the dark, we go on. Side by side in support of each other, giving us the strength to face the future. And yet, it's about more than just football. With a sense of pride, we must stand as one and fight for all that matters. We've always stood strong. Our power is unity. Our strength lies within. Through the storm, we walk on. With our heads held high, we walk on. Never alone. We walk on.
It comes to Lallana! Oh no, I don't believe it. Klopp's off, the players are off. The most ridiculous game of football that you will ever see. Mane chasing, lovely take, Neuer's come, and Mane's turned in, and Sadio Mane for Liverpool with a brilliant away goal. Shaqiri, Wijnaldum! Oh my goodness gracious me! One end to the other, unbelievable first half. Oh, Pickford's lost it, Divock Origi! Unbelievable! Jurgen Klopp can't believe it. Divock Origi, he's won the European Cup for Liverpool! Number 6 is on its way to Anfield! It doesn't get any better than this! Liverpool, the champions of Europe! Here's Salah, he's got a run on goal, he's still going, and Salah for Liverpool! Have a little bit of that! Liverpool Football Club are champions of England once again. There's the cross. LeBron! The roof has come off Anfield! Oxlade-Chamberlain! Stunning moment, stunning hit. What a night, what a hero, what an arrival in a red shirt. And here's Firmino again. And still going on Firmino! Oh, that's absolutely wonderful! It's Alexander-Arnold! Absolutely emphatic. Fabinho with the strike. Oh my word! It's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's Alisson! Unbelievable! It's absolutely astonishing. You will never see such drama again.
Good evening, everybody. We're absolutely delighted once again to be bringing you live coverage of Liverpool FC Women. A fantastic weekend for Matt Beard's side, who went top of the FA Women's Championship. As the teams come out tonight, it's a different competition for Matt Beard's charges. It's the FA Women's Continental Cup group stage as the Reds take on Blackburn Rovers here at Prenton Park tonight. After 2 games, Liverpool sits second in the group stage of this competition after getting 2 extra points, courtesy of 2 penalty victories. Right then, let's have a closer check at tonight's teams. Let's start with Liverpool. And I can tell you, Matt Beard has made 9 changes from the game at Durham at the weekend. There's a first start on home turf for on-loan stopper Katie Startup, who will start tonight. Hannah Silcock at 17. Young Virgil, as Missy Bo Kearns was telling us in the build-up that the players have dubbed her, doing really well. Georgia Walters starts up front against their former side, and record appearance holder Ashley Hodson returns to the starting 11. As for Blackburn Rovers, ladies, well, their manager Gemma Donnelly makes 4 changes from Sunday's defeat at Bristol City. In the manager's own words, she says, "We weren't ourselves, so we have a point to prove tonight." Saffron Jordan leading the line is a real threat. Now, before we get underway here, both sides are wearing black armbands, and we will have a moment of remembrance for Louis Bimpson, who played for Liverpool and Blackburn Rovers with great distinction, a great player from past years. He will always be remembered, and Louis Bimpson, you'll never walk alone. We remember Louis Bimpson there, who served Liverpool and Blackburn Rovers with great distinction. Both players wearing black armbands as a mark of respect for the great man tonight. Magdalena Golbat is our match official for tonight. What a proud night there. The 20-year-old Scouser, Missy Beaucairns, given the captain's armband by Matt Beard tonight, with the likes of Niamh Fahey, Rachel Finesse and Jazz Matthews on the bench. She got the armband, of course, in the last cup game we brought you live when she came off for the second half. She got the armband, didn't she? But tonight is the first time she's led the team out for the first time ever, and I know, speaking to her before the game, it was a real proud moment, that, for her and her family. But delighted to have in the commentary box tonight to be in the company of one of Liverpool Football Club women's best ever players. No doubt about that. Our former captain, Gemma Bonner, is with us. Gemma, welcome.
Thank you. It's great to be here. It's an emotional one coming back, but it's so good to be back.
And we caught a glimpse there of another special guest here tonight. Great to see him, Trent Alexander-Arnold, fresh from a hat-trick of assists for England the other night. He got a hat-trick of assists for Liverpool in the Premier League a couple of years ago, so he's done that for Liverpool and England. By the way, folks, remember his magnificent free kick against West Ham. One of the first free kicks he ever scored for Liverpool was on this pitch at Prenton Park for the under-21s against Chelsea, before he's done it at first-team level. Great to see Trent with us here tonight. As ever, this game could easily go to penalties. The first 2 games, of course, Aston Villa and Sheffield United, Gemma, have both gone to a penalty shootout. But before we get underway, the players, staff and officials taking a knee, sending out a powerful, poignant message around the world. So who knows, we might have penalty drama once again.
Yeah, I mean, hopefully for us, Liverpool, it doesn't take that long to finish the game. But I think the history of the past couple of games that they've played against each other, these sides, it's come out in a draw, so who knows, we might have penalties at the end, but it's something I'm sure Liverpool will want to avoid in terms of the amount of football that they've got and the focus being on the league.
Here's Rhiannon Roberts, who got 2 brilliant assists from right wing back against Durham at the weekend. She's playing right side centre back tonight, so she's the versatile player in this team. Played in midfield, plays all over the park tonight. She's playing as one of the 3 at the back, Raza.
Yeah, she is. I mean, she's had such an influence being in the wide positions, and especially last weekend getting the assists, and I think it's something that will allow her to have a bit more creativity. Although she's even still in a deeper role tonight, she can still offer that for attacking Liverpool tonight.
Roberts goes long in the end, and Lucy Parry, Liverpool's youngest ever player, when she featured against Coventry, playing it right wing back here tonight. Georgia Walters, the Wales international, eager to impress against her former club. Here's the skipper, Missy Beaucairns, with Niamh Fahey amongst the subs tonight. Here's Hannah Silcock, 17. She is made a debut in the Continental Cup last game, did very well, and getting another chance tonight.
I think it's important, you know, Liverpool have got the few young players playing tonight, and having the likes of Raza Roberts in at the back line, you can see her there early on dictating Parry out wide to stay switched on, even though they don't have the ball. I think that's going to be really vital tonight, and having her in that position will just shore up things at the back for Liverpool.
Alex Brooks, a goalkeeper who Liverpool have found difficult to get past in recent years. Remember the 2 league games last season, she was absolutely brilliant. Of course, these two teams played a few weeks ago here in the FA Women's Championship game at Prenton Park, and we saw before the game, I can tell you, Gemma, that Beardy wasn't at all happy with the goal that never was.
He never is. He's always got something. But that, you know, that sums him up. He's a winner. He wants to win, and every moment. And there's a great opportunity here now for Liverpool.
Jade Bailey putting in Lucy Parry. Then comes the cross towards Georgia Walters. What a super ball that was to the right-hand side, though.
Yeah, it was. I think that's the huge benefit of playing in this formation, that you get so many opportunities and switching the ball and getting them into wide areas, getting the crosses in just like that. I think they just needed a bit more quality on the end product into the box.
Liverpool pick up this ball again, aimed towards Walters, cleared away that time by Hannah Seed at the back for Blackburn Rovers. And driving on, space now for Megan Hornby. Fenton in the middle of the park for Blackburn. There was a touch for Mia Parry. Sisters playing against each other tonight. Mia Parry of Blackburn, Lucy Parry of Liverpool. Lucy Parry on the defensive here as Hornby on the attack for Gemma Donnelly's side. Good run by Hornby. And there's Hannah Silcock, an academy product, coming through the Liverpool ranks here.
Yeah, she'll be happy to get that one in early and get some confidence that she's managed to be in the right position, and it was good positioning from her to read the play.
And there she is again, Hannah Silcock, doing extremely well to clear away the danger. Blackburn Rovers covering it back towards Alex Brooks. They're a well-organised side, Blackburn Rovers ladies, no doubt about that. I know they've had a couple of indifferent results recently, certainly at the weekend losing to Bristol City, but the manager Gemma Donnelly says, you know, she trusts her players. She says we're much better than that performance we put in at the weekend.
Yeah, you can see early on they're very organised in what they're doing, and everyone knows the roles. But I think Liverpool have started off brightly. They're trying to set the traps, and they've won a few balls higher up.
Missy Bocairns to Ashley Hodgson. Opportunity here. He's combining with Lucy Parry. Back towards Silcock again. Matt Beard freshening his side up again tonight with another big league game coming up on Saturday night away at Sunderland. And the manager feels that in these Continental Cup Tyres League games, it's a good opportunity to use all of his squad. They've got a few injuries at the moment, the likes of Charlotte Wardlaw, the loan signing from Chelsea, Rihanna Dean, the striker we've brought in on the injured list. They're on the way back alongside Megan Campbell, who hasn't kicked the ball yet. She'll be back soon.
Yeah, I mean, they're all quality players, and the ones that aren't playing tonight, they've really got the strength and depth of the squad, and particularly on the bench. So I think that's something that, if need be.
And here's Yana Daniels to Ash Hodgson, real chance! It was a great build-up down that left-hand side, it really was. Brilliant play initially by Carla Humphrey. Yana Daniels with a super ball, and Ash Hodgson really frustrated with herself, Jen.
Yeah, Ash will be really disappointed with that, but again, the opportunities coming in from getting down the sides, in the wide areas, the crosses in, and you've got people like Ashley Hodgson who thrive off those kinds of ball, and she'll be really disappointed to get that one, but I'm sure if she gets another chance, she'll be putting it away. So again, positive from Liverpool, getting the ball out early and getting the players in the positions that they need to be.
Really good that from Carla Humphrey too, showing her creativity. The former Bristol City player there with a lovely reverse ball. Good work from Yana Daniels too in that build-up. Little word on Ash Hodgson, she's just down below our commentary position. Of course, she overtook your
She did, yeah. It
become
was
our all-time record appearance holder.
Yeah, I mean, I've known Ash for a long time, and we obviously played together, and she's someone that's come through the age group, so I was so delighted that, you know, if anyone was going to take the record, she's really deserved it. So I'm so happy, and hopefully, I'm sure she'll go on to make many more for Liverpool.
Yeah. A big early chance there for the young lady from St Helens. Ashley Hodgson. There's just the loose ball there. So, on the free kick, which Missy Kearns, who loves taking these set plays, she actually scored her first goal in the league for Liverpool against Blackburn Rovers in this fixture last season. It was a brilliant goal too. Humphrey, Missy Kearns is there again. Hornby, brilliant play by Missy Kearns, and the goalkeeper Alex Brooks is there.
Yeah, she wasn't not going to take a shot there once she gets into that position, especially on the night that what it is for her tonight. She'll be really wanting to make a positive impact, and her set-piece delivery is absolutely brilliant, and it's really been a strong point for Liverpool this season. And we saw there again the quality that she's got on the ball, the delivery, and it gives Liverpool another threat.
Love the fact that they've got a song for her as well.
Yeah, she's definitely a fan's favourite.
It's the old Shabby Alonso song, that, isn't it? The Let It Snow Christmas song. They sing Missy Bo, Missy Bo.
Yeah, she'll be loving
Brilliant.
every minute of that. She'll be loving.
There's Matt Beard grinning. You can see he's probably grinning at that song that they've invented for Missy Kearns.
Yeah.
It's pretty catchy.
They'll be wanting them to sing his name next.
Here is Missy Kearns. Plays it back to the Wales international, Rhiannon Roberts. Jade Bailey back in the team in midfield tonight. Missy Kearns is everywhere so far in these early stages.
Yeah, I think having Jade Bailey back in the side tonight, it'll be an opportunity for her. I think especially with how well Liverpool have been doing, the team's probably not changed as much, but tonight gives the players that haven't really had that many minutes, and they'll really have that added incentive. I think when you're winning games, you want to be a part of it, so tonight they'll be trying to show that.
There's a positive start here from Matt Beard's much changed lineup. There's young Hannah Silcock to the New Zealand international, Michaela Moore. Yana Daniels dragged back by Amy Hodgson. And Liverpool will get another set-piece opportunity.
I think you can see the effect that Carla Humphreys had there. She's made the run in behind. She's not necessarily wanted to get the ball, but it's caused the defender a problem there. And obviously now we've got the free kick again. Another set-piece delivery coming in from Missy Bo, and it's another chance to get on the end of.
It's a good start here by Liverpool. Two really good chances too. Taken short now. Carla Humphrey to shoot from range. It was dipping.
I think that just shows the confidence that this Liverpool side have got at the minute. You know, when you're high, you're winning games, and confidence breeds throughout it. You know, Missy Bo's got the delivery, but there's also the short option for Carla, and she's definitely got the quality to hit those strikes from that distance, but it just shows the confidence throughout this team at the minute.
And the big thing that Matt Beard was saying ahead of the game, Jamie, he's saying that, you know, the good thing with some of these players, they've got real hunger, that they've seen how well we're doing. They want to be part of it. They want to be in my team. It's a chance for them.
That's it. When you're winning, that, you know, everything's kind of, everybody wants to be a part of it. Everybody's working that extra bit hard because they want to be on the field, and I think they've really come together this season.
Georgia Walters with the cross chance, and Alex Brooks just about holds on. It's a lovely combination play right-hand side with Ashley Hodgson initially, and Georgia Walters scampering away.
Yeah,
puts in a great ball here, Gemma.
I think what she does really well there is she waits until she's got people in the position to attack the ball. It's a great delivery into the box, and unfortunate not to get anything more out of that.
And in the league game here, especially Matt Beard was saying, in the second half, his team through the kitchen sink at Blackburn just couldn't get the goal. We spoke about the goal that wasn't, and
there was
had
nearly
so
another
many
one
chances. Absolutely.
Yeah, I think, you know, you can see so far with how the game's panning out, there's going to be a lot of chances for Liverpool, and in terms of what they're creating, the bodies that they're getting into the box, and it's now they've got to be ruthless with these opportunities, and that's going to be the difference. I think they were disappointed a few weeks ago with the result, and they don't want it to be the same story again tonight, but, you know, it's been a positive start so far.
Razza Roberts charging through, but just caught out on that occasion. And here's Saffron Jordan, the Blackburn captain, linking now with Megan Hornby. But there's Michaela Moore. Good cover. Humphrey. Back towards Jana Daniels with more defensive responsibility tonight. Jana playing at left wing back.
I think Liverpool did well to get back in there and recover and just manage the game a bit. You know, they've just defended a counter-attack, and they've got to be mindful that they keep moving the ball, they don't go individual, and be patient, because the chances are coming, they're creating them. There's lots of space, especially now. You know, you've playing the three, I think, at the back really gives you that advantage when you're switching the ball, and puts your players in the positions that you want to be in to create and move the opposition. And I think, you know, there she's just offside, but the players are still, they're running in behind, they're coming to feet, and it's creating the chances. So I think they've got to be patient at the back, keep the ball moving, limit the touches, and I think if they get caught doing that, the danger is the counter. But again, they did well to get back and just play simple.
Season by season, Blackburn Rovers actually have got stronger as a team, because remember a few years ago in cup games, Liverpool were absolutely rampant against Blackburn. Remember Missy Beaukern scoring a free kick in a 6-0 cup game away. Actually in this tournament, the Continental Cup it was. She scored a free kick against them a few years ago. But last season, Blackburn Rovers proved really tough for Liverpool to score against.
Yeah, I mean, speaking to Ellie Fletcher before the game, she was obviously experienced and playing at Blackburn, and she said, you know, they work hard and they stay in the game for these moments. And
there's a bit of danger here. Hornby's coming in, back post.
Yeah, they're the moments that they're waiting for. You know, they're staying disciplined, they're staying tight and in compact shape, and they're waiting for Liverpool to either make a mistake or get a bit too comfortable at times. And they've shown there the danger and the threat that they possess, and Liverpool have just got to be careful. I think they can really manage the game, keep moving it, but it's important, they've got to keep switched on.
It was a dangerous raid down that right-hand side. Saffron Jordan and Amy Hodgson put a really good ball in. And that shows the danger sign that Blackburn Rovers have. Katie Startup on loan from Brighton, given an opportunity in goal for Liverpool tonight. A home debut in front of the home supporters, having played away at Sheffield United. It's a good link ball again by Hodgson, driven in by Hornby, and Katie Startup takes it. That'll be good for her confidence, the 22-year-old. Of course, it's fantastic as well to see our injured goalkeeper Riley Foster again here tonight, cheering the girls on.
Definitely, I think, you know, it'll give not her but the whole team a big lift. So it's really, you know, it shows the closeness of the group and the togetherness, not just on the pitch but off it as well. And I'm sure she'll be hugely supported by all the girls and the coaching staff and everyone she's got around her.
Yeah, and she'll be back. What an opportunity for Katie Startup. Rachel Laws, the regular number one, was amongst the bench. Of course, you played with Lawsy, didn't you, when in that first title season?
Yeah, I mean, Lawsy's an experienced keeper. She's been around a long time. She knows the league, and she's been a real crucial player for Liverpool. I think just managing the moments and knowing how to control the game, when to play out, and her kicking game, her distribution, you know, it really adds a big threat.
Lucy Parry, back to Roberts, Jade Bailey. That's a good ball by Roberts. Oh, Georgia Walters just caught offside.
Yeah, I think you can see the spaces there in behind when the wide players are drawing the full-backs out, and that ball's on, and especially the switch as well. They've just got to be mindful that the switch pass isn't too easy to read, because there's a lot of space, but they've got to make sure with the quality, and that's when they'll exploit Blackburn getting down the outsides.
So no score so far, despite a bright opening for Liverpool. Great chance for Ashley Hodgson, running clean through on goal, but just couldn't hit the target. Now defensive duties for the youngster Lucy Parry, which she does superbly well. And Saffron Jordan, there was no offside flag. Opportunity here for Blackburn. Jay Bailey blocked it.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's all come from the long kick from the keeper, and it's not been dealt with properly. The clearance was, you know, it needs to miss out the first line. But again, luckily it came to nothing, and hopefully we can get some building going now.
I mean, in those 10-game unbeaten run, Gemma, 7 clean sheets have been kept.
Yeah, it's the formation of a winning team, and I think clean sheets can often be underestimated, but if you keep a clean sheet, it's very hard for you to lose games. And I think, especially with how free-flowing the forwards have been, it's been the foundation for the success this season.
Roberts putting Ash Hodgson away. Liverpool get the corner with the pace of Ashley Hodgson as well, and the way she gets down, scampering down that right-hand side. That ball is on every time.
It is, and with Ash, she's a willing runner. She'll never give any ball up, and, you know, if she doesn't get on the end of it, she'll create something off it, and her hard work has ultimately ended up in a corner, and we know we're strong from set plays, as we've shown this season so far.
The Scouser in the team, Missy Bocairns, to swing this corner kick in. Just eluded everybody in the end. There's Georgia Walters, of course signed on a non-contract basis, but she's doing a good job, fitted into the squad really well.
Yeah, I think she'll also be able to give some insight in terms of coming from Blackburn. She'll know who she's up against, she'll know the teammates, and I'm sure she'll be giving the girls some extra information that, you know, it might be the difference between winning tonight, because these games have been so close so far, and I'm sure she'll be wanting to get on the end of a winning side tonight.
Yeah, Liverpool could get the victory tonight, put them in a really good position in the group, in the Continental Tires Cup, of course. Because officially, the way it goes about the games against Aston Villa and Sheffield United were classified as drawn games, but Liverpool get the extra point because they won the penalty shootout on both occasions. And now Hornby breaking away, danger again, a little bit loose at the back from Liverpool, inviting Blackburn to run forward, but couldn't get any power behind the effort.
Yeah, again, the chances are coming from, you know, Liverpool giving the ball away in the defensive to middle third, and they're not really under any real pressure. So they've just got to make sure that the execution of the passes, the weight of the passes, and the quality is there, and that they don't get sloppy, because those are the chances that they're giving them to Blackburn. I think if they can eradicate them, then it'll be a much more comfortable performance.
A loose ball back there from Rhiannon Roberts, and again inviting an opportunity for Blackburn Rovers.
Yeah, they'll be disappointed with that, and, you know, this gives an opportunity for Blackburn to get themselves up the field, get the whole team together, compact, and you can see they're taking the time. They're not in any rush to get the ball back in play. They're trying to manage the game and create the opportunities.
Here's Saffron Jordan back towards Hornby again. It's against Lucy Parry. And Lucy did really well there.
Yeah, she's defended a few one-on-ones
now
very
Hodgson,
well.
Can she get there? Covered well in the end by Kaylee MacDonald. Getting across first, read the situation well. Now Hannah Cohn.
Yeah, again there you see Ashley Hodgson's hard work, putting the back line under pressure, but she needs someone a bit closer to her to maybe pick up the second ball. She might not win the first one, but the second one's there for her.
Missy Bocairns looking to pick out Lucy Parry again here. Couldn't quite keep that ball in play.
Yeah, again you can see Missy's range of passing there, and you can see the outlets out wide when they switch the ball from one side to the other. I think sometimes they need a little bit more depth in the midfield to allow them to do that under less pressure, but you can definitely see that's the outlet, and that's where the chances are coming, and we've got the strength of the players in the wide areas who want to receive the ball, who want to get the crosses in, and if we can utilise that, then I'm sure we'll create more chances.
Absolutely brilliant for us to have our former skipper Gemma Bonner with us in the commentary box for this one tonight. Here's Missy Bo-Kearns again. Really leading by example out there so far, even the captain's armband tonight. Michaela Moore towards Jana Daniels. Put under some pressure actually from Izzy Dean, who was closing her down well on that opposite flank. Still goalless here so far, but Liverpool with 2 big chances, best of them fell. Lovely move, Ashley Hodgson clean through, but couldn't take the chance.
That was
Hodgson
really
with a
good.
flick.
Yeah, really good goalkeeping there. She stayed composed. She could see the outlet was the opposite side, and I think that was, you know, for not much experience, she's really shown some maturity there.
Ashley Hodgson did really well there, and she's been caught by a combination of Hannah Cohn and Megan Hornby, who just left a foot there. Hornby. Hodgson did brilliantly there.
She did. She managed to get a toe in, and
Hannah Cohn it was with the challenge.
yeah, she managed to get a toe in and then draw the foul for the next one. Really good play by Ash Hodgson, and again, those second balls are really important, especially in the middle area of the pitch. They can either create an opportunity for you, or you can end up defending the counter. So really good work off the ball by Ash.
Hear the Liverpool fans before making themselves heard, taking advantage of that 2-for-1 offer. It's a great offer by the club, the league game and this one, because they're in such close proximity. 2-for-1. And the header over the crossbar, the flag had gone up in any case. It was another good delivery from Missy Bo-Kearns.
Yeah, fantastic delivery there, and you know, for me, I love attacking those kind of balls. They're really inviting for the attacker, and they're very difficult because it's an area between the defence and the goalkeeper that it's a bit of a grey area, so you don't know who's in control.
Michaela Moore who attacked it. Of course, Michaela went so close to scoring in the league game here with glancing header just wide. And as I say, the flag went up quickly, so that would not have counted. Hannah Silcock, great pass from the youngster up towards Lucy Parry. It was an inviting ball.
Yeah, I think that's where they've really exploited it. The quick switch from one side of the pitch to the other. There's so much space.
Missy Bo-Kearns. Back to Hannah Silcock again. Moore. Daniels. Oh, Georgia Walters. Back to Missy Bo-Kearns. Hodgson. Oh, just trying to get it back towards Walters. Nearly.
Yeah, just a little bit of miscommunication there. But again, nice play in and around. It's just that final pass.
Humphrey, good touch. Jana Daniels. Moore.
You can see Blackburn are really trying to keep Liverpool one side of the pitch, and there's a lot of space. I think Liverpool can be a bit braver in terms of the possession out of the back, drive a player out and pull them out of the set system that they're in.
Roberts. Raking ball. Look at space here for the Belgium international. Jana Daniels. Good work by Jana Daniels, going all the way, goes down. Half-hearted appeals. Nothing given. Trickery from Jana Daniels, of course, in her second spell at Liverpool.
Yeah, I think you can see Jana Daniels, she wants to be in those positions. She's an attacker, she wants to get at defenders, and I mean, the defender's done very well there to get a body in between both the attacker and the ball, and I think we need to get Jana in those positions a bit more.
Yeah, as you can see from that replay, give credit to Izzy Dean, defended really well there. Here's Walters. Trying to get a corner. He gets it.
Yeah, I think as an attacker, you want to be in the box, you want to be isolating defenders, and for defenders, it's probably your worst nightmare, being in that and knowing that the goal's just behind you, and especially in the box, you've got the threat of any touch can go to the ground.
Izzy Dean has picked up a bit of a knock there for Blackburn Rovers. Well, that was the penalty shout again, wasn't it? Here, we can see here. She gets a touch of the ball there, doesn't she, Jem?
She does. She manages to... She's struggling initially, but she does well to get her body back, recover, and at least have some kind of an impact so that Jana Daniels can't get past her cleanly, and then she's got a teammate behind her to back her up. So it was good defending from Blackburn, but again, we've got another opportunity here from Missy Bowe's delivery.
And Blackburn will be a player down because Izzy Dean has to go off the pitch. Missy Bowe Kearns to swing it in again. Roberts attacks it, goalkeeper there, and it's touched over the line and it's gone in. Jade Bailey was there, and another Missy Bowe Kearns delivery. She's so good at them, isn't she? The captain tonight delivers a great ball in, and Jade Bailey was it who got the final touch.
That's an absolutely fantastic delivery from Missy Bowe. In swinging, she's got so much quality on that delivery, and you know, you can see the numbers that Liverpool have got in the box, that if the first one doesn't get it, the other one's there at the back post to tap it in, and you can see she's waiting. She knows the quality that she's got in the box. She's just got to put the ball in the right area, and you know, Jade Bailey, she gets probably not the cleanest of finishes, but the ball's in the back of the net, and for Liverpool, that's a big goal at a great time as well.
Missy Bowe Kearns, skipper tonight with the delivery, and Jade Bailey mocking her return to the lineup with the goal. Liverpool FC women in front here in this Continental Cup group stage.
It's important now. They've just scored the goal that they manage, and they keep pushing because I think Blackburn are on the back foot at the minute. They'll be conscious that they've probably not kept Liverpool out as long as they wanted them to do, so it might enforce Blackburn to come out a little bit more, and I think as long as Liverpool stay switched on at the back, they can definitely take confidence and now start to really settle in.
I'll tell you what, Gemma, I have to say, Missy Bowe Kearns was telling me, I was joking with her when she told me before the game that why they call Hannah Silcock young Virgil, but we've seen a couple of her passes from the back, and you can maybe see why.
Yeah, she's got great
some
composure.
Great passes forward from the back.
She has. She's really shown some great composure, and for such a young player, she's shown the range of passing that she's got, and not only the range, but the vision that she can see and the timing of those passes. She's really impressed me so far tonight.
Referee just having a word there with Megan Hornby, the Blackburn Rovers winger. The team that Liverpool have found it difficult to score against in recent seasons, Blackburn Rovers, but when you've got a set-piece taker like Missy Bowe Kearns putting in a ball like that, can cause problems for any defence, really, and Jade Bailey on the end of it. Ashley Hodgson just trying to link there with Georgia Walters and Hannah Cohn, defending well.
Yeah, I think you could see they were just on different pages there. Ashley wanted the run in behind, and the opposition wanted the ball to feet, so...
Of course, absolutely brilliant for us to have our former skipper Gemma Bonner with us in the commentary box tonight. I know a few of you fans were really excited when we mentioned that Gemma would be with us here, and memories of those wonderful title seasons, back-to-back winning titles under Matt Beard. The first one was brilliant. There were some unbelievable performances in that one. I remember Nikki Rolser, Louise Fors, two wingers were electric, and goal machine Dowie finishing every chance. Them two were putting crosses in galore. Brilliant moments.
It was a special team, that was, and
that win at the Emirates, Arsenal.
Yeah, so many great memories.
That's a ball in towards Saffron Jordan, but there's Hannah Silcock defending well to get there. Roberts back to Jade Bailey. Gonna be a bit careful here. Just took an extra touch. You can see Jade Bailey's frustrated there. She knows she's made a mistake and she's going to get a yellow card. Maybe not for the initial foul, but I think for kicking the ball away in frustration.
Yeah, I think, you know, Liverpool managed to defend the first bit of the play really well, and I think this loose ball has ended up coming probably from playing a bit too far out, and Jade Bailey's just a bit frustrated there, probably with the decision to play out short. I think in times, especially in this kind of game, you've got to just defend your lines and kick the ball up the pitch as far as you can, and then you can defend the ball coming back in. It allows you to reshape, but instead they find themselves defending a free kick on goal.
Yeah, this is a dangerous situation, this, and Katie Startup, and only a second appearance for Liverpool, waits to face a delivery towards the back post, and away by Missy Kearns. Defended that really well. Across comes Lucy Parry. Did well. Dangerous ball played forward in the end by Natasha Fenton. It was driving through, but it was a dangerous ball in, but they defended that pretty well.
Yeah, they managed to get the defenders in the right area of the pitch then to defend the header, and it was a great defensive header, followed up by Missy Bowe on the clearance.
Away by Walters. And going back towards Kaylee McDonald.
Yeah, there was great pressure there from Missy Bowe initially. She found herself the highest Liverpool player, but just by her getting up the pitch and applying pressure, it's forced Blackburn to make an error, and Liverpool have got the ball back now.
Missy Bowe Kearns for Ash Hodson to chase again. Yana Daniels is there in support. Carla Humphrey. It comes out to Roberts. There's the goal scorer Jade Bailey, who recently during the international break was away training with the Jamaica national team.
Yeah, that'll give her a vital experience.
Oh, what a lovely ball by Roberts. Hodson's in again. And she was trying to release Georgia Walters.
Yeah, I'm surprised there. I thought Ash would have taken that on and gone on herself and had the shot. I think the ball sat up quite nicely for her. She could have probably had a bit more time than she expected.
So unselfish there, wasn't she?
Yeah, I think that sums up Ash as a player, whether it's on the ball or off the ball. She's always a team player.
Trying to give Georgia her first goal for the club there. And Hannah Seed was well placed to cut it out. Here's another Missy Bowe Kearns set piece. Half cleared away by Blackburn, but every delivery from Missy Bowe Kearns in this half has caused problems. Hannah Silcock. Lovely pass again to Missy Bowe Kearns. Lovely by Missy Bowe. Hodson to drive it in. And Rovers get it away. Brilliantly won back by Carla Humphrey. Parry. Offside, Hodson.
Yeah, you can see Ash is a bit frustrated there. She managed to see the space on the edge of the box, and I think the runners had all kind of gambled and nobody had pulled back, and to see where the space was, which Ash had obviously put the ball back into, so you could see a slight frustration there with the teammates.
It's a ball into space, but out towards Hornby. Going back to your first title season, that partnership you had with Whitney Engen, wasn't it, the American? Brilliant.
Yeah, Whitney was a fantastic player, and it's a shame that she's still not playing now, but for me to have her playing alongside me in my first season, we created some great memories, and she was an unbelievable player and one of many that we had at Liverpool.
Yeah, Farrah Williams, Amanda Da Costa, Liverpool legends.
Yeah, it was an exciting team, and we followed it obviously up the year afterwards, and I was just saying before, we played the same formation with Matt, and that was a real positive season for us. We caused a lot of team problems, and you can see Liverpool doing that, and obviously he knows the formation inside out, and it seems to be complementing them this season, and hopefully they can get promotion.
Yeah, that second title was unbelievable. It went right to the final day. I was actually lucky enough to be on the pitch waiting to do some interviews. I remember seeing you and Beardy and Natasha Dowie was in tears. It was an unbelievable moment because we still didn't know. We'd won the game, didn't we, against Bristol? We didn't know what the score was going to be at the other matches.
Yeah, I think
it's incredible on the pitch at Widnes, wasn't it?
We started the day and we were in third position and we needed so many results to go our way. I think there was a penalty save, a sending off, and I think it was one of those moments that everything that possibly could have happened and gone right for us, it really did that day, and it was completely unexpected. And I think the trophy was even in Manchester because the FA didn't even expect us to win, so
that's right.
We had to wait for the other games and then wait for the trophy. But yeah, it was so special, that one, because we knew in the group we could do what we could control, and ultimately that's what we did.
Beardy had the champagne on the pitch, so there was a little consolation.
Of course he did.
Matt Beard, of course, in his second spell at Liverpool FC women's manager, hoping to steer the team back to the Women's Super League. Went top of the league, great win at the weekend. Here's Ashley Hodgson, this time on the left-hand side, causing problems, and it will cause problems because it will lead to another Missy Beaucairn's corner. And from that side is where the goal came. Jade Bailey touching in after Rhiannon Roberts made herself a right nuisance in that 6-yard box, and Jade Bailey just hit Jade, but she was in the right place at the right time. Bailey, Roberts, Michaela Moore, all forward again here. Matt Beard's side looking to increase their advantage. Swung in. Here's Georgia Walters. Nicely done. Now Hodgson, can he get a shot away? Alex Brooks saves. And a chance. Liverpool appealing for a penalty kick, but it's not going to be given. Jana Daniels having a word. Good try by Ash Hodgson, this, Gem.
Yeah, it was a great effort from Ash, on a weaker side as well. Oof.
Ellie Leake it was who made the challenge, the new signing from Lewis FC.
I think, is she asking for a handball there? Yeah, again, Ashley Hodgson, no matter whether it's her right foot or left foot, she's always wanting to take the opportunities on, and you know, the keeper's, it's been on target, she's made the keeper work, and we're unfortunate not to get anything off the second ball from that.
Well, strong appeals then from Liverpool. Jana Daniels again involved in it. After Alex Brooks saved from Hodgson. Forceful header from Roberts. Now Cohen. Sending it back. Driving through midfield now to Natasha Fenton. Away by Jana Daniels. Fenton again. Foul by Jade Bailey. She's got to be a little bit careful, Jade, of course, after a yellow card for kicking the ball away.
Yeah, I think it was really good defending initially, to read the ball on the switch and step in and defend it. And I think I've been really impressed with the wide players for Liverpool and reading the pressure on the ball and dropping back into the shape to defend it.
So it will be Natasha Fenton with the set piece here for Blackburn Rovers. And Katie Startup made some good saves on their Liverpool debut away at Sheffield United in the last cup game. The Reds won on penalties. Jana Daniels trying to get it over the top towards Carla Humphrey. Right idea, that was unlucky.
Yeah, it was, and that's all started. You know, you've heard the goalkeeper shout from here, and I think as soon as you know you have that behind you, it gives you the confidence. And she really set up a counter-attack then for Liverpool, and they were unfortunate with that final ball.
So Jade Bailey with the only goal of the game here so far tonight in this group stage of the Continental Cup. It's basically the equivalent of the League Cup, this competition, isn't it, in the women's game, Jam?
Yeah, it is, and with the group format, you know, it allows more games to be played, but it also allows you to use the squad that you've got of players. And again, we're seeing tonight the young players, it's vital experience for them.
Not the touch that young Hannah Silcock wanted there, but Katie Startup did well. Startup's got it again, the goalkeeper. She's come to the club from Brighton on a season-long loan with a real good reputation, Katie Startup, and working hard with Joe Potts. Great to see Potsy back here, a guy you know well from your spell at Liverpool.
Yeah, it is. Potsy's a great goalkeeper coach, and you can see even then the decision making that she just had. She saw the press on from Blackburn, and her decision to go long was really good and really kind of helped the team in that situation.
Prenton out wide towards Hornby. Away by Jade Bailey. We'll go for a Blackburn Rovers throw. It's that one big chance Blackburn had, wasn't it, when I think it was Ellie Leake who got away down the right-hand side and put a dangerous ball in towards Megan Hornby. He was there with Lucy Parry. Liverpool having the lead. Ash Hodson has gone close twice as well. This is Carla Humphrey, who worked with Matt Beard, of course, at Bristol City. Good touch by Raza Roberts, and Lucy Parry is away. Georgia Walters is free at the back post.
Yeah,
Making some really good runs, Georgia Walters, isn't she?
Yeah, she is, and I think since the goal, Liverpool have really kind of settled in, and they're minimising the ball turnovers that they were having early on in the first half. So I think that's helping them, and it's allowing the space in terms of getting the ball into the wide areas.
Trent Alexander-Arnold looking on here tonight. Fantastic to see him coming down to watch this one. Oh, Roberts taking a chance, and a deflection, and Katie Startup gets there.
I'm sure all the girls will be having that extra bit about them tonight if they know that Trent's watching. And
brilliant, that, isn't it?
Yeah, they'll be really wanting to impress and put on a performance, and to have his kind of support, it's absolutely brilliant for the girls, and it shows, you know, the support that's there for the club and the amount of fans that the girls have got in the team. It'll be special for them to have him here.
Of course, Missy Bo-Kearns played with Curtis Jones and her skill team.
Yeah, I mean, brilliant. She's a true Scouser, is Missy, and she'll be so proud to have that captain's armband on tonight. And you can see her in the middle, pointing and dictating the play, and she really wants to have an impact on this team. And I think for her, winning every game with Liverpool will mean so much to her, and she'll be really trying to be successful and get promotion, especially this season.
Carla Humphrey. That Beard side have actually played some decent football going forward, Gemma, haven't they? But I guess as we edge towards half-time, I think Beardy and Amber Whiteley will probably just reiterate, look, some of Blackburn's best moments in the game have come from our overplaying at the back. Yeah, definitely. You know, they've played some great football, they've got some great chances, but ultimately the scoreline is the one that matters, and it's only 1-0, and I think that's a very vulnerable scoreline. And as we've seen, Blackburn have had chances, even though they've not had much possession. So that'll be one thing that Matt makes the team aware of, I'm sure, at half-time. Then you've got to stay concentrated and minimise what you give the opposition, and they've got to be careful in the second half, but also take the confidence from the chances that they have created, but go and be ruthless. Just to reiterate, folks, just 1 minute only of added on time at the end of the half. Liverpool leading. A goal from Jade Bailey. Goal came from a corner created by the skipper for tonight, Missy Bo-Kearns, the 20-year-old. This is Lucy Parry. Back to Hannah Silcock. Moore. Yana Daniels.
For officials indicated there will be a minimum of 1 minute remaining in the first half.
Away by Parry. And that indeed is the half-time break. Satisfactory so far from Matt Beard's side. Jade Bailey mocking her return to the starting 11 with the only goal so far appropriately made by captain for the night, Missy Kearns, the Scouser in the team, with a great delivery from that left-hand side. And Jade Bailey pouncing to tap home. Liverpool have had some good chances. Ash Hudson's had a couple of good opportunities as well. But we'll take a short break with a half-time score here at Prenton Park. Liverpool FC Women 1, Blackburn Rovers 0.
This is a story about Anfield's famous boot room. And it starts with Joe, smoking Joe Fagan, the kid from Scotty Road. He arrived in 1958 to work with Bob Paisley and Reuben Bennett. Within a year, Bill Shankly was their boss. Joe also lent a hand and a load of old kit to local amateur side Guinness Exports, whose chairman, Paul Orr, would repay his kindness with a few crates of the black stuff. The ale was stashed away deep within the main stand, and that was where it started. While Shankly worked from his office, his coaches packed into the boot room. New recruits were handpicked. There was Jeff Twentyman, Ronnie Moran, Tom Saunders, John Bennison and Roy Evans. Players were forbidden entry, but opposition managers were warmly welcomed before the brains were picked for precious knowledge. Celebrities made the guest list too, but had to make do with a bottle of stout. From this humble room, Liverpool's rise was devised and documented. Modest men mapped out plans for domination. They forged unstoppable teams who swept all aside, in England and abroad. Until one day, the room where success was built over. But the boot room spirit lives on, because it was never just bricks and mortar. There was an ethos forged through dedication and detail, and of course the odd bottle of stout. Step into the boot room with Standard Chartered's AR experience.
I think it's important with a decent football career that you don't cling to it too much. Take your learning, develop it, give it to someone else.
They say the goalkeepers, they are a little bit crazy, you know. This is my hobby, my passion. This is all about my life now.
I've learned so many things from my coaches there. How to behave, how to train, how to communicate and how to respect everybody. Those are values that can be implemented anywhere.
One minute you're dreaming of playing for Liverpool at Anfield. The next you're wondering if you'll ever kick a ball again. With the support of so many people, I've made a new life for myself.
The Atlantic salmon is one of the really iconic fish of the world. If you hook it, your heart starts pumping straight away. It's so strong.
It's his passion and his work rate never to surrender, and that's what defenders should be.
He's a Scouser, working 100%, and he is the player the team needs.
In his prime, the level of performance was week after week after week.
I never forget his voice when he was shouting on the field, that you could hear it as well very well because it was so high.
He's probably the one player that the fans identify with. He's playing for me.
It was bound to be a story concerning the captain for the night, the Scouser and the team. Missy Kearns set piece causing all kinds of problems, and, well, fortune favours the brave sometimes. Any goal will do, any touch will do. Jade Bailey's strike there towards the end of the first half, the one that separates these teams at the half-time break. We've got Ellie Fletcher with us, who's been watching the game, former Blackburn and Liverpool defender. It's kind of gone as we were expected. Liverpool creating decent chances, but just the one goal to show for it so far.
Yeah, Liverpool have had most of the ball. They've worked the ball really well in wide areas. You see, they're trying to use that switch out to Lucy Parry, and she's getting loads of success down on this right-hand side, getting loads of good crosses into Georgia Walters, Jan Daniels at the back post, which we'll see in a second. And yeah, they've been playing really well.
The one thing that you said before this goal went in is how hard Blackburn will work on set plays from a defensive point of view. They'll be annoyed with this.
Yeah, I think the goalkeeper just mistimes this cross, and it leaves the whole of the back post open. I think we see 3-4 Liverpool players lining up at the back, but Alex will be disappointed, and I think Blackburn not getting first contact. It's a tap in for Jade, and like you said, any touch matters.
Such an asset though, isn't it, Missy Bokern set plays?
Yeah, her set plays are fantastic. You know, she's so consistent. She gets them in the right areas at the right times. She had a few free kicks that have caused havoc for Blackburn. Obviously that corner resulted in a goal as well, so yeah, she's brilliant at them.
Loads of endeavour from Liverpool tonight. Ash Hodgson's often been at the centre of it. A first opportunity here after just 5 minutes of play. She will feel as though she should have put this away, Ash, I think.
Yeah, she should. Again, really good use of the wide areas, and I think she's just trying to bend it into that right-hand side. But maybe she was caught in two minds. You know, she had 3 Blackburn players chasing after her, and look, she was very disappointed with it, but I'm sure she'll get opportunities in the second half.
Loads of opportunities throughout the season that Liverpool have created from wide areas. Jana Daniels, just 5 minutes later with another decent opportunity, perhaps just didn't anticipate it properly.
Yeah, I think she expected the Blackburn right back to get a head on it, but again, in those situations, you just need to gamble. You see, great run from Georgia using the wide areas, and she's got time to pick across. And there, I think she just expected the Blackburn player to head it, but again, just a little bit late to it. And she'll be looking at that, wishing that she'd scored.
Yeah, Georgia Walters doing the provider's job.
Yeah.
Perhaps if roles are reversed there, it might have had a completely different outcome. Where Blackburn are concerned, and they will have prepared for this all week, won't they? Liverpool having so much of the ball, but when they have got into the Reds' final third, they've looked fairly useful.
Yeah, they have. They've kept the ball really well in the final third. You know, again, they're using the wide areas really, really well. They've had a few half chances, but it will give them confidence. I think we see here just battling for the ball as Blackburn do. And they get that through ball, and you see the back post, Megan Hornby, she's quick as anything, but it was just too far for her to get on the end of that one. But Blackburn will be looking to do the same. I think once they've got the ball, they have used it well, and they're getting players in the box, which is positive. So if they can keep doing what they're doing, then I'm sure they'll get a few more chances. But Liverpool just needs to be aware of that, stay concentrated while defending. I know they've got a lot of the ball, but it's just being switched on for the counter-attack.
Ash Hodgson, as we mentioned before, quite often been at the centre of things, right at the top end of the pitch. She's been a big support for Georgia Walters. How are they going to link up in the second half? Because there's been enough opportunities for them to perhaps get a couple of goals in that first period. Yeah,
they have. Again, that was a great pass from Georgia. I think Ash is just trying to look to bend it in that top corner, but you know, the combinations have been really good. If Georgia occupies the wide areas, Ash is coming in like we see here and getting a shot off a goal. It's just a shame that Jana couldn't get on the end of that. Maybe potentially asking for a penalty there, but no, they've been combining really well, so that's positive.
What will Matt Beard be saying to them in this half-time break, do you think, about what he wants them to do in this second period?
I think keep doing what they're doing, but I think they just need to keep the ball a little bit better in that final third. They just need to stay patient, and I think they need to aim to get that second goal. You know, Blackburn have had chances, so they just need to get that one more to stay comfortable, but just keep doing what they're doing, working hard, trying to break down that Blackburn side.
Do you think he will look to utilise the bench? It was a quick turnaround and will be, won't it, in the lead up to the weekend? Will they be in his thoughts bringing a couple on, do you think, at half-time?
Yeah, potentially, towards 60 minutes, 70 minutes. Again, you don't want to put 90 minutes in players when they don't really need to. He's got a great bench, really strong bench, and I'm sure he'll be looking to bring some players on towards the end of the second half.
Also to point you towards extra time, which takes place a little bit later on tonight, 9:30 start for a brand new show that is filmed from the brand new box, the brand new studio at Anfield tonight as well. Dean Saunders joining myself, John Barnes, and also Jason McAteer comes your way at 9:30 tonight. We're back with the second half after this short break.
It's about where your dad went. It's about where your grandfather went. It's about a build-up over the years of stories, of sounds, of smells, of memories, which you just simply can't replace anywhere else.
That was our manager, and everybody loves him.
A lot of time in my life I thought back to this moment.
How can a club like Liverpool never have won the cup? You realise just what it meant to people.
Nothing is impossible. Things change in football, in life like this.
I went through all this and I know what some families going through, so give them a chance.
Every time I played at Anfield, wherever I was with the ball, it was like deja vu. Things that flashed through your mind in half a second.
Shagley was convinced the reason we lost the cup final in '71 was because of the shirts.
They said it was like sacks on our back.
I was a posh jock.
You were?
Yeah,
Oh,
being from Edinburgh.
I went out for dinner with Kenny that night and I said to him, I said, look, this is the worst Liverpool side I've ever played in my life. This team's going to win nothing. And that's why I, of course, became a pundit.
Liverpool felt very much like the centre of the known universe. And of course, in the midst of all this, you have Bill Shankly, who fed off it, the Liverpool kind of arrogance, if you like.
What that fan park gave us, walking down to that ground, there was a belief in absolutely everyone.
I just wish I was 25 again to have another 10 years, but life doesn't work like that, does it?
I came from a mining family. My father was a miner. It was either going down the pits or being a footballer. Sunderland had turned me down because I was too small, and then Sunderland came back again, but I'd promised to come down to Liverpool. I think certainly the army stood me in good stead. At the end of the day, I must take a lot of the credit. We won the championship in 46-7. We had a good side and everything went so well. I can't remember any real one selfish one coming in and trying to rule the roost. The club's always been bigger than the individual. Bill decided to retire. I never applied for the job. It came at us just overnight and I thought, well, I'd better give it a go. Football is about winning. You've got to entertain too, but it's about winning. I've been particularly lucky in my profession. I certainly wouldn't be big-headed. That's why I try to be modest about the whole thing. There's lots of people earned more than me at this game, but there's nobody enjoyed it as much. I've come to love the Liverpool people. Had I had to do it all over again, I'd do just the same. You'll never walk alone.
Welcome back to Prenton Park, everybody. Jay Bailey with the only goal so far here against Blackburn Rovers, ladies. I tell you, Matt Beard is going to make a couple of substitutions for the second half. Leanne Robe and Taylor Hines are going to come on for Liverpool into the defensive roles. And special guest tonight, Trent Alexander-Arnold, one of the finest right-backs in Europe. And a hat-trick of assists for England the other night. Great to see Trent cheering on the Liverpool FC women team here tonight. Absolutely brilliant. So Leanne Robe and Taylor Hines. Taylor, who scored a great goal at the weekend. Looks to me maybe Rhiannon Roberts and Yana Daniels might be the two players to have come off, because of course they started this game. They started against Durham. They will probably start at Sunderland at the weekend. Jen.
Yeah, I think this competition allows time for players to get the minutes in that they've not had, but it also allows you to manage the time that players do play, and I think making those changes now at the half-time, it gives players that need a rest a little bit of one, but it still keeps them match fit and keeps the momentum going to continue where they've been playing so well, but it also gives the exposure for other players.
And Taylor Hines has been absolutely brilliant in that left wing-back role. I mean, she scored a great goal.
She has. She's been fantastic. She's really been thriving in that wide area, and not only has she been assisting the goals, but we see at the weekend she's been scoring them too. And I think to have a player like her that you can bring on at this stage, when there's so much joy in the wide areas and the space for Liverpool to exploit, I think this game will really suit her, and you'll probably see the second half of the quality that she possesses and the balls that she can deliver into the box.
Yeah, so Taylor Hines coming on at left wing back for Yana Daniels, Leanne Robe coming on for Rhiannon Roberts in an audible position right side. Centre back, Roby's actually had a brilliant season so far. She's been outstanding at the back and playing a massive part in the team, keeping 7 clean sheets in that 10-game unbeaten run as well.
Yeah, I think both of them coming on, they add the extra experience that Liverpool probably need in terms of managing the game and seeing off the back of the positive first half result. It'll just kind of minimise the errors, and it'll help to settle the side, especially having the experience at the back.
So, Matt Beard's side leading by a goal to nil. Could take a big step towards qualification for the knockout stages of the Continental Tires Women's League Cup with a victory here tonight after those 2 extra points gained by penalty shootout victories against Aston Villa here and then Sheffield United down at Chesterfield. And straight away, Georgia Walters winning Liverpool a free kick here.
Yeah, she did really well to get a body in front there and just get herself between the defender and the ball and draw the free kick. I think the ball into her, there was probably not too much she could have done with it, but she's done really well to get something out of it. And again, Missy Bowe on the set pieces, and hopefully another good product coming into the box.
Yeah, can the Scouser produce another telling delivery to cause Blackburn Rovers 1 or 2 problems here early on in this second half. Might come here for Ashley Hodgson. Oh, just taken off her toe as she lined up ready to shoot.
Yeah, again, you know, if it's not off the first contact into the box, Liverpool are always in and around, and they've got bodies there to get something on the second, and it was just a bit of a loose touch there from Ash Hodgson, but again, we've got the ball back.
Here's Robe. Back to Bailey. Hannah Silcock under pressure from Saffron Jordan. Back again towards Katie Startup. Hannah Silcock comes in with the challenge, and she won it well there. It was a vital challenge she had to win as well, in truth.
It was, and I think it showed there when she steps out the cover that she had behind her, and you can really see the back three of Liverpool that are really covering each other well, and that's important when you play in this kind of formation.
Liverpool knocking it across the back line. Now Michaela Moore. There's Missy Bowe Kearns, the skipper, stepping in to claim that loose ball. Lucy Parry. Back to the New Zealand international Moore again. Towards Carla Humphrey. Away by McDonald. In steps Hannah Silcock again. Jade Bailey. Carla Humphrey. Missy Bowe Kearns. Great ball towards Ashley Hodgson. Alex Brooks saves.
Great vision there from Missy Bowe. I think you could see as soon as she looks up, she can see the space in behind, and Ashley Hodgson has really read a body position then and knows that she's wanting that runner in behind, and she was just unfortunate not to get on the end of that there, Ash.
Good kick by Brooks. Hannah Silcock is there again. Parry, Hodgson, Lucy Parry to the goal scorer Jade Bailey. Of course, Matt Beard's side top of the FA Women's Championship, a big win at Durham really impressive performance it was on Sunday. Next up in the league, Sunderland on Saturday night in Bob Paisley territory, where the great man was born in Hetton-le-Hole. That game's taking place at. We'll have highlights of that for you on Monday on all our LFC TV channels.
I think it's important now for Liverpool in the second half to keep the ball moving, keep making Blackburn work, and they'll eventually fatigue the more that the game goes on, but they can't afford to get sloppy with the passes and turn over the possession just like them.
There's Ashley Hodgson again, working hard. Taylor Moore up towards Georgia Walters. Did well, the Wales international Humphrey. Moore, good ball by Michaela Moore. Hodgson scampering away!
Ashley did absolutely brilliant there. I think you can see a natural striker's instinct to turn and get the shot off, and she does really well in this situation, because as the ball was progressing, I was thinking Liverpool haven't got too many bodies in the box, so she does brilliant there, Ash, to get another corner out of it.
It's a good stop, that, by Alex Brooks, wasn't it? That might have crept in.
It was. She didn't have much time to react due to how quick Ashley turned and had the shot, but it was a great save.
In by Missy Bokens again, the header goes in, and it's turned in at close range, and it's Taylor Hines who can't stop scoring at the moment.
It is, and it's come again from another Missy Bo corner, and that in-swinging ball, the quality that she possesses on it, it's so inviting for the attackers. And Taylor Hines, she's just come on, she's full of confidence, and she scored with a head at the weekend, and she's got herself on the end of another fantastic ball in.
It's her third goal of the season. Well, maybe it's an omen, Gemma. The watching Trent Alexander-Arnold, who's here tonight, got a hat-trick of assists for England in midweek. Missy Bo's already got 2 tonight.
Yeah, it is. I mean, we've seen the quality that she's got all night, whether that's from set pieces or from the dead ball in open play. And I think for those type of crosses, I said before, that they're just wanting someone to come and attack and put the ball in the back of the net.
I love things like that as well, Gemma, that Missy Bo Kearns gets the captain's armband by Matt Beard to lead the team out for the first time tonight, and she comes up with 2 assists. Brilliant.
Yeah, I think naturally it'll give her that extra bit of confidence booster, and she's been playing so well, and she really deserves the armband, and she's really leading her team from the front tonight.
So a through ball, and Carla Humphrey might be away here. Lovely touch by Humphrey. Is it Hodgson on the overlap? Unlucky. Good tracking back in the end. Anna Cohn did well, but Liverpool were nearly in for a third.
Yeah, they were. You can see the spaces really opening up now in between Blackburn's back line, and when you've got the willing runners like Liverpool have up top, then we're going to get the chances from it. And again, another chance here going into the final third for Liverpool.
Full of confidence, Matt Beard's side. Much changed team here tonight. 9 changes, but it's still that winning mentality that Matt Beard has brought to this Liverpool side.
It is, and you know, when teams are winning, everybody wants to be a part of it, and it breeds confidence. That's natural, that the winning games does, and you can see every player here that maybe hasn't had too much game time, they're still putting the shift in, they know the role, and everybody's on the same page.
The goals getting scored from all over the park, which is a good thing. Leanne Kiernan, the top scorer amongst the subs tonight, but Taylor Hines grabbing a 3rd goal of the season. Jade Bailey scoring as well in the first half too. Taylor Hines actually could have had a couple at Durham. She hit the post and was denied by a brilliant save as well at the weekend.
Yeah, she was unfortunate not to score more than she did, but I think with Taylor what you get is both the attacking and the defensive work that she puts into, and you can see her there. She's aware of the situation, she's aware of what she's leaving behind her, and she's speaking to the players around her too to help her out.
This is Ellie Leake, new signing from Lewis this season, just couldn't quite reach it. Vital goal to get that though. Matt Beard just having a little word with his assistant Amber Whiteley there, but getting the 2-goal cushion.
I think especially early on in the second half, it'll just help to settle them and give that a little bit extra cushion in terms of controlling the game, and they can really start playing the football that they like.
Here's Missy Kearns with that vision again, trying to get Lucy Parry breaking forward from right wing back. Playing with confidence, players expressing themselves out there. Leak, Jordan with a flick. There's Michaela Moore in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, it's important there, Missy Bo. You can see her apologising to a team. You can see why she's trying to do that pass, but I think in the state of the game, it's about managing it, and maybe you don't have to take those risks.
Michaela Moore over the top. Here's Georgia Walters in space. Now here's Ash Hodgson. Jade Bailey wins the 50-50.
I think that's what Jade Bailey does best. She's there to pick up the second ball, a strong challenge, and she's winning the ball straight back for her team.
Well, the player loves to make challenges like that. Leanne Rove almost ploughing through the Blackburn rearguard there.
She is. She's such a strong defender and so strong in the 1v1 battles we see there. She loves the tackle and she loves to win the ball back for her team.
Fenton for Blackburn Rovers.
You can see there that the defensive work that Carla Humphries has put back in. You know that Liverpool are 2-0 up, and you can still see the energy from every player on the pitch, from the front to the back, the energy that they're putting in to work for the team.
Could be more problems for Blackburn, Gemma, because Rachel Finesse could be about to come on. She's just in the dugout with Matt Beard there.
Yeah, I mean,
brilliant play.
Rach is a fantastic player, and having the kind of player that she is to come on, especially in this game, again, bags of experience, and she'll probably shore things up in the middle of the pitch, or wherever she's needed. She's the kind of player that you can put on in any position, and she'll do a fantastic job.
Hines. Ash Hodgson putting pressure. Taylor Hines is in the centre forward position again there.
She is. She's everywhere, and I think the energy that Liverpool are showing tonight, it's infectious. You can see all over the pitch, and if one's there, the teammates there to back it up, and I think that's been really evident from Liverpool tonight.
Hines, lovely touch by Taylor Hines. Georgia Walters. Here's Lucy Parry, first time. Oh, Missy Kearns had made a great run into the box.
She was ready there, her head was already going.
Now it's another Missy Bo corner. Is this time for the hat-trick, Gemma?
Yeah, it is. We're on an outswinger this time, and you can see Carla Humphries there going out for the short option. But I'm sure with Missy Bo's quality of the delivery, this is probably coming straight into the box.
So 2 goals already from corners tonight. Brooks palms it away. Robe. And Georgia Walters was in there against their former club.
Yeah, I think you can see the delivery. It's causing Blackburn all sorts of problems at the back. I think the first goals come from a misjudgment of the keeper, and again, a little bit of a fumble. Liverpool onto the second balls, and another chance coming off the back of a set play.
Brilliant for us to have our 2-time Liverpool title winner, Gemma Bonner, our former skipper, with us here tonight. Good night for Matt Beard's side. So far, leading 2-0 in front of the watching Trent Alexander-Arnold. Looks like Gemma Donnelly might be making a few changes so far. Annabelle Blanchard, of course, a familiar face to Liverpool, and Millie Chandarana as well, who's been playing football in San Marino, and Chloe Dixon, a summer signing from Sheffield United, about to come on as well. Natasha Fenton, Hannah Cohn leaving the field as well. I think Gemma Donnelly's just trying to freshen things up a little bit here, Gemma, isn't she?
Yeah, I think we're getting to around the 60-minute mark, and I think Blackburn are looking a bit of tired legs. It's been a tough schedule for them, and I think adding the triple substitution, it'll give them a bit more energy. It'll allow them to get more pressure on Liverpool, because I think at the minute Liverpool are quite comfortable.
And Mia Parry, the other Blackburn player to leave the field. Of course, her sister Lucy playing right wing back for Liverpool tonight. Goals on either half, both from Missy Beaucairn's corners. Jade Bailey and Taylor Hines coming off the bench in the second half and promptly scoring with one of their first touches. Rachel Finesse is getting ready, the Northern Ireland international, to come on shortly. Dean with the throw. Saffron Jordan. Taylor Hines blocked it, but with a hand, says the official.
That's unlucky, that one. I think she's done really well to read the ball that was going to go through, and it's an unfortunate one. You know, as a defender, you're always harshly done by there. You're trying to do everything you can to stop the ball going through, and I mean, it hits a hand, it's handball, but you'd be disappointed if it was against you.
Annabelle Blanchard with her first touch. Trying to give Katie Startup her first test in the Liverpool goal tonight. Katie Startup, of course, having to be her own ball girl, if you like, to get the loose ball behind the goal. And Katie Startup, she actually wears the number 40 shirt, and the reason she wears the number 40 squad number is to raise suicide awareness, and she wants to raise the awareness of the World Health Organization stat that one person dies around every 40 seconds from suicide. So fair play to Katie Startup, sending out a powerful, poignant message. That is such a staggering stat. And I think Katie Startup deserves a lot of credit for that, making people aware. Missy Beaucairn's bit of a loose one. Hannah Silcock again. To the manner born, this 17-year-old defender, Gemma.
Yeah, it was a great recovering tackle, that. I think she saw the danger early in the transition, and strong challenge to win the ball back, and the composure then to keep the ball and just settle things down at the back after the loose pass. She's done really well tonight.
And Michaela Moore covering back towards Katie Startup again. Probably couldn't have wished for a quieter home debut so far, I say.
Yeah, I think
Gotta have
she'll
the
be
curse of the commentator.
Yeah,
here.
she'll be happy that she has to go and get the balls. I suppose it'll keep her warm.
It's brilliant to hear that, you know, Missy Beaucairn's in her pre-match interview, so mature as well, isn't she? You know, 20, and that's why Matt Beard's given her that captain's armband. She says, you know, we're not getting carried away with going top of the league. We're staying humble. There's a heck of a long way to go. Yes, it's a good victory for us, but it means nothing yet.
Yeah, I think Missy's got a wise head on young shoulders, and she's been in the first team environment for a while now, so she knows what it's about, and she knows what it takes. She's been around experienced players, and, you know, we said before, she's grown up with Curtis Jones, so, you know, she's definitely got a football brain, and she's got wise shoulders on her, and you can see the maturity in her performance, and she's just getting better week by week and the more games that she plays.
And the Liverpool FC women supporters in good voice tonight. Enjoying this so far, but Blackburn Rovers trying to come back into it. And there's Hannah Silcock again in the right place to clear the threat. Matt Beard might make his third change tonight. No, still delayed. There's Michaela Moore, who joined Liverpool from German football, signed from the German side Duisburg before she came. And a bit of danger here, chance for Blackburn to get back into it. What a tackle by Leanne Robe. Well, we said when she came on, she's so dependable. That was brilliant.
It was. She read the danger there. She was taking a risk and leaving her own player, but we mentioned before how much cover each teammate has for each other, and there was just another brilliant example of Leanne Robe reading the danger and getting across to make a fantastic block.
Moore, Hodgson, Bailey. Space now for Carla Humphrey. Oh, trying to get a through ball in, but Missy Beaucairn's trying to pick up the pieces. Georgia Walters had made another good run, actually, but Katie McDonald was in the right place.
Yeah, you could see what she was trying to do there, Carla Humphreys. She's got the quality to play those kind of balls, the outside of her foot and into the striker's path, but it was well read and cut out by the defender.
Jade Bailey out wide to Lucy Parry. And away, this time by Hannah Seed. Jade Bailey battling away, trying to win it back. Moore. Robe. What a pass. Missy Beaucairns. Moore. Georgia Walters is there. Flag goes up. Maybe Rachel Finesse will come on now. She's been standing around there a long time. Yeah, Georgia Walters against their former club. And it will be Melissa Lawley, actually, is going to be the next change. Rachel Finesse was getting ready, but Mel Lawley is going to come on instead.
Yeah, I mean, to bring on a player like Mel Lawley at this stage in the game, it shows the strength that Liverpool have got in the squad, and Mel's a fantastic player, again, in wide areas, and the amount of creativity that Mel's got as a player, she's one of the best. And, you know, I played with her at City, and going against the 1v1 in training, she's probably one of the hardest players I've come up against, so she'll be a big threat for Liverpool now. On
her day, she's really hard to beat. And she has a lot of creativity to offer this Liverpool side. Word on Georgia Walters, I thought she worked really hard, and she's done well tonight. Yeah, she did. You know, she worked so hard up front, and she managed to deal with a lot of balls that came into her and get something off the back. And I think unselfishly she created a lot for the players around her, and she really had a positive impact for Liverpool tonight. Defended well again by Robe for Liverpool. Now Lawley scampering away, trying to get her first touch. Yeah, you can see there just Mel how quickly she went to press that ball, and she's got such a threat in terms of her pace, but also her dribbling. Off she can go either right or left foot, and the quality on the crosses, or whether it's cutting inside to shoot, she's got so much quality as Mel, and I'm sure we'll see that she gets these chances late on in this game now. Don't forget, we'll have another Liverpool-Blackburn game for you live this weekend on Saturday morning. 11 o'clock kick-off. It's Liverpool under-18s who go to Blackburn Rovers, who are flying this season at the top of the under-18s Premier League North. That should be an interesting game, that one. They're doing really well, Blackburn, at that level, and be a good game. Join us for the 11 o'clock kick-off on Saturday morning on LFC TV. Michaela Moore. Both Liverpool goals in either half coming straight from Missy Beaucairn's corners. Jade Bailey in the right place at the right time to prod home for the opener, and Taylor Hines just off the bench in the second half. Reacting well. Good finish to make it 2-0. And Blackburn Rovers going to make their final change, and Saffron Jordan, their captain, will leave the field, and Lauren Thomas will come on and get an opportunity.
I think Liverpool's back three have dealt really well with Saffron Jordan tonight. I think she was a main threat for Blackburn, and it's been important that they've stayed concentrated and stayed switch on. Although Liverpool have had a lot of the ball, I think she was always the threat, and she had a couple of chances early on, but I think the more the game's gone on, you know, Liverpool have done really well to take that threat away.
Lawley. Glide forward, Mel Lawley. Sometimes the way she glides past defenders is effortless at times.
It really is, and she's so hard to touch because she's in full flight when she's dribbling with the ball. The speed that she moves at and how smooth she is, that any kind of touch like that, it's a free kick.
Lawley again on the front foot. Good trickery from Melissa Lawley. Lucy Parry trying to get to the byline. It will be a corner. And another chance of a Missy Beaucairn's delivery.
I think that's all come again from Mel Lawley getting in between the lines, and she's such a clever player that she sees the spaces and she goes and puts herself in them, and she knows that once she receives the ball, her first thought is, can she play forward, can she run at players, and it's created another chance for another corner.
So Missy Beaucairn's to deliver again. Jade Bailey's at the back post. Hodgson, Bailey, Hines, just behind Ash Hodgson this time. Liverpool's record appearance holder, Ashley Hodgson, of course. I know it meant a lot to Ash. You put a lovely message up for her on social media.
Yeah, I mean,
when she broke your record.
Yeah, she's a close friend as Ash, and I've known her so long, and it's so good. I know she had such a difficult time with the injuries that she went through, and she really deserves the credit for how she's come back from them.
Well played, young Hannah Silcock again. Michaela Moore to Lucy Parry. Here's Hodgson. Now Lawley. Of course, I'm certain that the way they've been keeping clean sheets for fun, that Matt Beard would love another clean sheet tonight, Gemma.
Yeah, as I said before, clean sheets are so underrated, and I think that's one thing Matt will definitely be looking now. The way that the game's gone, they'll be disappointed if they were to concede anything here tonight, and I think it'll be through them giving them the chances.
Lawley combining there with Hodgson. Carla Humphrey was free in the middle. Beaucairns. Moore. Back to Leanne Road. Of course, joined Liverpool, Leanne from Millwall Lionesses. Born in Cambridge. Michaela Moore. Missy Beaucairn's making that run.
Yeah, I think that was the right decision there, although Liverpool didn't manage to get on the end of it. I think you could see the pressure was being invited on, and there was space in behind, so although they've not got on the end of the ball, it puts them into position to now win the ball back higher up.
Humphrey. Missy Beaucairn's great first touch. She's still battling away.
You can see there, you know, the desire, the passion that she plays with. It's really come out tonight, and you could see she was determined that that ball wasn't coming out of that corner. I think we can see Rach Furness now on the side. She's probably ready to come on now for the final 20 minutes.
Brilliant, that Xabi Alonso's Let It Snow song for Missy Beaucairn's. They're singing it again. Fantastic the way they make up these songs, though. Yours was brilliant. It was unbelievable, isn't it, how they do it?
It is, it's great. And you know what, as a player, it gives you that extra kind of incentive to want to make that extra run or run that a bit quicker. And the fans at Liverpool, they were absolutely brilliant. And, you know, I'll always be biased, but to have that support behind you as a player, it's really special, and it's not found at many clubs.
There's Hannah Silcock again, making another really good challenge. Lawley. Now Lawley setting off. Here comes Missy Beaucairn's. Matt Beard felt she got the ball.
Yeah, I think they were unfortunate there. You can see Mel
No way,
Lawley.
referee says.
You can see Mel Lawley. I think he was wanting a free kick for the challenge on Mel before.
Liverpool going to make the change now. A Northern Ireland international, Rachel Furness. Jade Bailey got the first goal for Liverpool tonight. And this is how it happened. from Missy Beaucairn's corner, in the right place at the right time.
Yeah, she was, and you know that's what you tend to get from Jade in the position that she plays. We saw her really tidying up the ball and winning the ball back in important areas for Liverpool, and for the goal she was in the right place, and it wasn't probably the most glamorous of finishes, but the ball was in the back of the net, so she did her job and she's done it really well.
Still searching for her first goal of the season, but Matt Beard just managing Fernie's fitness at the moment. She plays a lot of games for Northern Ireland, doesn't she? She's such a vital player for Ireland too, so he's just managing her fitness at the moment.
Yeah, I think she's such a vital player for both club and country, and I think as long as you can have a fit Furness on the pitch, then the team's in a much better position. The way she kind of controls things, and she's so good technically, but also she's such an aerial threat, and we've seen tonight the quality of the set-piece deliveries, and I know that once Furness gets more game time, then she'll definitely be such a strong threat.
Hodgson did really well then. Trying to release Lucy Parry. Here's Lawley. Furness is in the middle. Lawley's cross. Furness is coming in. Trying to make a dramatic introduction.
Yeah, I mean, again, Mel Lawley, you can see, she looks up and she sees Furness at the back post, and, you know, once you see Furness in that position, you'd probably back her all day to get something out, and you can see already she's causing problems.
Now, the last time Missy Beaucairns took a corner from this near side, Gemma, Taylor Hines scored from it.
Yeah, you can see just the way Blackburn are set up now. No one's actually picking up Ash Hodgson or Taylor Hines, and I think I would be if I was their defensive.
I don't know if she went for goal there direct, but it was deflected. It will be another corner.
Yeah, I think there is a lot of space in that central area. They're very exposed to Blackburn, and leaving the likes of those two players in there, it's definitely an opportunity.
Missy Beaucairns again. Oh, and the goalkeeper Brooks did well to claw it away. And she did score direct from a corner at Watford, down at Vicarage Road this season, from a similar effort to that looped over the goalkeeper and went in.
Yeah, I mean, if I was Blackburn, if I was a defender on there, I'd be saying we need more help in here. We need to be picking up, because the quality of the service that's coming into that box, you can only do so much with it, and I think if I was Blackburn, I'd definitely be putting a few more bodies in and around where they're needed.
And we could see there from that replay, it was Taylor Hines in the thick of the action again, looking for more goals.
Yeah, I mean, she's already scored one, and I'm sure Furness coming on, she'll be thinking she wants to get on the score sheet as well, seeing the opportunities and the spaces that Blackburn are leaving for them. So I think we'll see a few more before the game's finished.
Here's Rachel Furness, driving through midfield. Missy Beaucairns. Yeah, Rachel Furness actually returned to the starting lineup on Sunday against Durham, and that control that you were saying she brings, she brought it in abundance. She was brilliant.
Yeah, and I mean,
Sunday,
playing against one of being back home for her, it'll have given that extra incentive. I think, you know, the players from the northeast, they seem to have that extra bite about them, and she'll have loved going back there and getting one over on Durham. And I think especially in the kind of grand scheme of things, in terms of the nature of the game and the importance of it for Liverpool, she'll have really wanted to have a great performance and come out with the result for Liverpool. You can see there Blackburn are going a bit more direct now in the second half, especially from the goalkeeper, and that's probably a reason that Matt Beard's put Furness on there, to be dominant in the air and win those balls.
and here's Missy Beaucairns again, all over the park. Hodgson, Carla Humphrey, oh, that was so close.
Yeah, again, Ashley Hodgson, you can see the instinct that she has on the strikers, and you can see Missy Beau there, she's waiting and she's waiting, and she puts a great ball in, as inviting again for the attackers, and Ash is unfortunate there with the chance, but she's taken it first time, and again it's another good opportunity.
And Carla Humphrey again, she's had another good game, hasn't she, Carla, tonight?
She has. She's a tidy player, she's so technical, and again, you know, she might not be scoring or assisting, but she's definitely having an impact, and just her movement off the ball is creating the space for other players to exploit.
Finesse will not be beaten in the air. And here's Melissa Lawley. Might take them all on. She's capable of it.
She is. She's got 3 defenders around her there.
Michaela Moore.
Yeah, I think initially Blackburn did well when Mel received the ball then. She received it in the central areas, but the numbers that they managed to get back around her, they forced her out wide, so she couldn't really do too much with it.
Well, there's the strength of the squad. We see next to Rachel Laws there, just chatting with Jade Bailey, the top scorer, Leanne Kiernan. 7 goals she's got so far this season.
She's having a fantastic season. I think she was a real crucial signing for Matt Beard. I think the experience that she brings from playing in the WSL, and she's shown she's got a real striker's instinct, and goals are so important in terms of getting promotion, and she's shown that she's brought that, and she can create chances from nothing, and she's been a real key part of Liverpool this season.
As I say, there's still 3 important squad members to come back in to the equation as well. Rihanna Dean, who scored twice at Watford, has been injured, been out for a good few weeks actually. She's due back soon. Charlotte Wardlaw will be back soon. Matt Beard hopes that Megan Campbell will be back just before Christmas too. And you played with Megan at City, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. Meg's a great girl, and she's had a tough time with the injuries, and I know she was so unfortunate to get the injury as soon as she came to Liverpool.
Pre-season, Celtic it was.
Yeah, she's a true professional, and to what she's gone through in her career, it makes her motivated, and I know how much she wants to be on the pitch, and she's really enjoying her time at Liverpool, and to have those players come back around Christmas, it's going to be like new signings.
Absolutely.
But I think it also adds the competitiveness in the squad, and it'll raise the standard even more, and it'll be a big push towards the end of the season, and you need every single player pulling in the right direction.
She's got a brilliant long throw too, hasn't she?
She's got an unbelievable long throw.
Yeah. Here's Hodgson driving on. Liverpool looking for another one before the game is over. Brilliant work there from Ashley Hodgson. A player who never stops running. That's why the fans love this player. You see there, the singing her name and winning another corner.
Yeah, I mean, we've seen it numerous times in this game, the hard work that Ashley puts in. She's won so many corners for a team just by pressing the ball and putting the hard work in, and I think it's so undervalued in terms of the effort that players can do that and the effect that it has.
Missy Bo-Kearns delivers, in comes Finesse! Oh, that was so close. Nearly a hat-trick of assists for Missy Bo tonight too.
There's still time, there's still another 10 minutes. I think Missy will probably be quite disappointed there that Furness has not put that away.
Great ball again.
It is, she's put it right on there for her. I think she almost gets ahead of the ball a bit too much. Yeah, and I'm sure Rach Furness will be disappointed she's not put that one away.
We could see her reaction. She was angry with herself. She didn't score there. Just break it away. Dangerous this. Cross comes Robe and Katie starts up. First save she's made in there all night. But Leanne Robe just gets it away.
Yeah, that was an important save there. I think it's quite easily she could have switched off. She's not had too much to do in this game.
Lauren Thomas it was who broke.
Yeah, I think she's saved the shot. She stayed concentrated, and Leanne Robe has got back to clear the ball.
No chance here.
You can see Liverpool taking no chances here, getting all the players back and wanting to keep that clean sheet intact.
In comes the corner now. And it's Michaela Moore who's there. Missy Bo-Kearns trying to break away. It's the foul. And Blackburn get the set piece.
It's important here now Liverpool stay switched on, and they're going to get more direct balls coming into the box in this late stage of the game, so they've got to keep switched on, and not just for the first ball but the second ball too.
Swept in by Dixon. Good take by Startup, although the flag went up, but the referee allows the advantage and Liverpool can break. Finesse up towards Mel Lawley. Well read in the end by Chloe Dixon. It's a good run, but you're not going to beat Leanne Robe. The form she's in. Liverpool go again. Driving run by Lucy Parry. Hodgson. And Mel Lawley coming in! Oh, that would have been such a good goal.
What a ball that is from Ashley Hodgson. You can see, you know, Liverpool have made the break, so many numbers getting forward, getting bodies in the box, and Ash has had a look up, seen the space. There's a lot of space to hit behind the Blackburn back line, and it's such an inviting area, and you know, I think Mel will be really disappointed. She knows she should be putting that one away, and you can see her there appreciating the ball in, the quality of it. She knows it was a great chance.
Yeah, it could have been a lot more than 2-0 this, couldn't it?
Yeah, I think similar to the game earlier on, but I think they have this cushion now.
Finesse's header, then he got Ash Hodgson away. In the end, Blackburn defended the lines well. It's back towards Katie Startup. Blackburn with a chance. Startup trying to get back, and it's gone in. So no clean sheet tonight. Goalkeeper's kick from a long way out, and it's driven in to the back of the net by Amy Hodgson from range. And Blackburn with a late lifeline, and Katie Startup has gone down in that 6-yard box, but that is a late lifeline with them big chances. A yellow card for the Liverpool goalkeeper.
Yeah, I think she's a bit frustrated there. I think it's come from nothing really in the initial stage of the defending. I think
credit Amy Hodgson, lovely touch, good finish.
It was a great finish from them, and she's looked up and seen the goalkeeper off the line, and I think, you know, in terms of delaying the restart there, she's just grabbed the ball in her frustration. But I think Liverpool have got to just compose themselves now, get back to keeping the ball and working it, and take the sting now out of Blackburn.
So one of the youngsters in the Blackburn side has given them a lifeline. The 18-year-old Hodgson beating Katie Startup to make it 2-1.
I think now it's really important that you've got the likes of Rach Furness, Mel Lawley and on the field, and Leanne Robe, and just to manage this now, the Blackburn have probably got a bit of confidence now, and they'll be looking at the time and seeing 5 minutes left and think, you know, all they need is one goal, and they're taking it to penalties. So I think it's really important now for the experience to step up.
So Matt Beard prowling down the touchline. He's never satisfied, is he?
He's never, and you can always hear him. No matter where you are, you'll always hear him, and he's an ultimate winner. You know, he's so passionate in terms of how he does, and he wants the best for his players. So he'll be trying to guide them through the end of this 5 minutes till the end of the game.
And sometimes that's football at any level, Gemma, isn't it? I mean, Liverpool have had a couple of great chances. Finesse, that one for Mel Lawley, probably has to go down as the sitter. And then a little touch of casual play, and Blackburn get a lifeline from nowhere.
Yeah, I mean, we see the chances in the first half. Blackburn didn't have too much possession, but they probably had the better chances. And I think now, again, it's another set piece, so hopefully Liverpool can put another one away here. You'll have Rachel Furness disappointed after the last one, and hopefully she pops up here now.
So Missy Bow-Kearns was so unlucky not to get a hat-trick of assists for the last one with Rachel Furness. You can see the number 10 Furness is hovering about in that penalty area. Hines and Hodgson are in the 6-yard box by the goalkeeper.
Yeah.
Missy Bow-Kearns to deliver. Furness met it first time.
She's there again, and I think Missy Bow does so well to pick players out every single time, and yeah, Furness will be unfortunate with that, but she managed to control the strike well.
You can see Matt Beard getting his captain, Niamh Fahey, ready to come on, maybe just to try and see this one out.
Yeah, again, you need the experience on there, and adding Niamh in at the back, it'll shore up, and it'll take any threat that Blackburn have away, and I think especially with them looking to go more direct.
It's a bit of a strange yellow card, that. Taylor Hines just got handed a yellow card. Liverpool got a free kick. I think Taylor wanted to play the advantage, and she just booted it forward and gets a yellow card.
Yeah,
kicking the ball away, but Liverpool making a late change. A word on the youngster, Hannah Silcock, on first home game at the back tonight.
Yeah, she's been fantastic. I think it was probably very nerve-wracking for her to come in and and start the game, but you know, she's had players alongside her, and for me, she's really impressed. She's read the game well, she's shown a great range of passing, and she's really showed the composure that you need at the back, so she should be proud of herself tonight.
And the captain, Nee Fahy, comes on to try and see the one out. Finesse with a good header, Hodgson with a touch back to Mel Lawley. It's being forced out. Now Carla Humphrey. Finesse. Liverpool close to victory now, but that lapse in concentration just giving Blackburn some belief, but full credit to the youngster Amy Hodgson. It was a really good finish, that.
Yeah, it really was, and I think you can see now Liverpool trying to manage the game in these final stages. Taylor Hines there, using all her experience and just walking to collect the ball, and those types of actions really frustrate the opposition, and you can see she's not really in any rush to throw it, and the longer they keep them in the corner, you can see there, she'll get something out of here now.
Yeah, Taylor Hines it is. And Taylor Hines is still wriggling away. Humphrey, well, Blackburn pick it up. And we'll try and drive players forward. Great tackle, Taylor Hines.
Fantastic tackle, and she's using everything she's got there. And, you know, we said before the threat she's got going forward, but she's seen her defensive capabilities. She's really got back and made an important challenge there.
Fantastic to be in the company of our former skipper Gemma Bonner here tonight. And a good game of cup football as well. Not going to keep another clean sheet, Liverpool FC women, but a much changed lineup and 2 goals, some corners, one in either half. Jade Bailey with the opener. Taylor Hines with the second. Hodgson again is chasing. Alex Brooks to just smash it forward. We'll wait and see how much stoppage time will be allocated. There will be 3 minutes to go. Mel Lawley into Carla Humphrey. No foul. In comes Michaela Moore.
That's
this time it is a free kick for Liverpool.
That's fantastic defending there, Michaela Moore. Not only was that the first one that she did one just before to step in and read that and defend the chance that Blackburn were creating. That's really good defending, especially at this late stage in the game. It takes the sting out of Blackburn and gives Liverpool a chance to get the shape and set up for this.
Forward by Michaela Moore. Finesse coming in, wins the header. Missy Kearns just wouldn't drop, but she feeds it back to Lawley. There's still time, Gemma, for Missy Bo.
There's still time for that third assist, yeah. Although you can see Mel Lawley there. I wonder if they'll just keep this one in the corner and run down the clock.
Yeah, Nee Fahy isn't coming forward for it. Referee telling Liverpool in a hurry to take it.
You can see the experienced ones at the back pulling the young ones back.
It's gone short to Lawley. Back to Missy Kearns again. (2-1) suggests a close scoreline, but it hasn't really been that close. That Liverpool, on the whole, have been the more dominant side tonight.
Yeah, they have. I mean, Liverpool's performance, they've created so many chances. It's been a real positive one. They'll be disappointed not to keep the clean sheet, but you know, they can use this to be stronger in the league and learn from it. In those kind of moments, you've got to stay switched on, and they'll dominate a lot of teams in the league this season, and they've got to use these kind of games to really keep switched on and learn to make sure that they don't happen in the league when you know, the scoreline's maybe not such as comfortable as tonight was.
And Blackburn Rovers, in recent meetings between these two sides, have proved a real thorn in Liverpool's side to get past. So a much changed lineup. If you can get this one over the finishing line, we're taking a lot of confidence again from this. Important to keep up that winning momentum as well, that Matt Beard says is so important.
It is, and I think it's really important that every player's played their part, and especially going into the later part of the season, you're going to need every player, and so many players will take confidence from this performance and the result tonight, and I think that's so important. You know, you're going to have coming up against teams that, you know, they're going to be wanting to beat the top of the table team every single week, so teams will be raising the game, and what you need is the team togetherness that they've shown tonight to come out and grind the results out.
So in stoppage time, Liverpool trying to see this one over the line and get in a real commanding position towards the top of the group stage in the Continental Cup. His temper's getting a little bit affray at the end of it. But the final whistle goes and Liverpool have got the victory in the end. A much changed lineup. Missy Beaucairn's given the captain's armband. A brilliant night for her. She got the 2 assists. Jade Bailey with the first goal, touching in at the back post. The second one, Taylor Hines coming off the bench to continue her excellent scoring run. Liverpool could have scored a few more at the end as well. Missy Beaucairn's almost had a hat-trick of assists when finesse went close, but Amy Hodgson got a goal back for Blackburn. But a good win tonight in the end for Liverpool FC women as they march on in the Continental Cup. I know Matt Beard will be disappointed they didn't keep the clean sheet in the end, but it's 11 games unbeaten. They go to Sunderland at the weekend with great confidence. A good night. Liverpool 2, Blackburn Rovers 1.
It comes to Lallana! Mane's turned in, and Sadio Mane for Liverpool! Shaqiri, Wijnaldum! Oh, Pickford's lost it, Divock Origi! Unbelievable! Number 6 is on its way to Anfield! And Salah for Liverpool! Have a little bit of that! There's the cross, Lovren! Stunning moment, stunning hit. What an arrival in a red shirt. It's Alexander on, oh, it's Alisson! Unbelievable! It's absolutely astonishing!
It's his passion and his work rate never to surrender. That's Jamie Carragher.
Self-belief, a phenomenal ability to score goals. He could see opportunities that others couldn't.
Fernando Torres, when he was at his peak, unplayable.
Sami Hyypiä as a player, very professional, always fighting. He was very, very good.
He could score a goal, could put a great ball into the box. He was near enough to complete all-rounder, but certainly from an attacking point of view, Macha was the best dribbler of his generation.
Steven Gerrard was a force of nature. He just tore into games with his personality, with his strength. He was just a winner.
Very, very